Hello, everyone, and welcome to Crit Cats. This is our inaugural maiden voyage here into realm space in our spelljammer adventure. This evening, I am your DM. My name is Ben, also known as Meta Mongoose, on our Discord server. With me in the crew positions this evening, we have my friend Nick playing Rothamir, my friend Caleb playing Victor, Ash, a new addition, but soon to be a close friend, I'm sure, playing Sylvana, and PB playing Deka Noida. We will explore their characters here in just a bit, and I hope you enjoy this adventure we're about to all go on. Here on the landing page, just so you're all aware, we have pictures of the characters, an objective list that is very important that they managed to fill out this evening and for future games. The first one, of course, complete orientation. We'll be dealing with that shortly. The last one, most importantly, is don't die. We're going to do our best not to have that happen either. But so are we all feeling good this evening? Ready to get some space action going on?
Yeah.
Feeling good.
All right. Well, our adventure begins where a lot of Spelljammer adventures begin, basically in the middle of action. So we will move over there, and I will read you a blurb real quick so you can kind of see how that goes. And see if it loaded yet. Has everyone seen the new map?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, good. So you stand on the deck of your spell-jamming ship, Moon Raider. Even as explosions rack the internal compartments and hurl dozens of your fellow sailors overboard, falling helplessly towards the planet below. Distant stars and wheeling clouds of multicolored gas spin above you as the first pirate galleon pulls up near the Moon Raider's starboard side. A foul gust of wind washes over you as the air envelope merges with your own. Seconds later, your vessel is boarded by astral reavers, humanoids possessed of strange features, waving cruel weapons and unleashing blasts of magic. Some of you up on the deck are near the captain, Captain Sardax, who lies on the deck nearby, her body ruined by shrapnel. "Hold the top deck," she snarls with her dying breath. "Grant them no quarter." And here is, of course, the Moon Raider. And our first two astral reavers that land on your deck. The first, a humanoid with a blue horn sticking out of his head. He has a bluish tinge to his skin. He looks overly muscled. The other one, a man with basically a flaming beard. It seems to constantly burn, even though the hair is not consumed. This is the situation you currently find yourselves in. And as your captain said, it is time to repel borders. So feel free to roll your initiatives. And having done that, Deka Noida, you are first, my rabbit friend. What do you have any? This is the situation you currently find yourself in. Do you have any plans, any ideas, any questions?
So Deck goes by Deck for short. They go by Deck for short. They hear these. Here's the crash and all the shrapnel. Do they see Bluehorn or the Burning Beard guys?
Can you see either of the tokens?
Yes, I can see the whole ship.
Then yes. The ship
Okay.
is not big enough that you cannot see them. They
Okay, great.
they have landed upon the deck. There is a pirate raider that is kind of circling you guys just off screen, and occasionally they will either rope in with like a rope from the deck of their ship and land, or some other means of conveyance. But these are the two that have landed currently.
Okay. So do I have line of sight for where if I were to shoot my short bow, I could hit?
Yes, you do.
All right. So deck. Should we give descriptions of our characters?
You can, if you wish. Now would be a good time to introduce your character to the masses.
So Dekanawida, also known as Deck. He's a short Harengon rogue, about 3 feet tall. Defining feature for Deck is split down the middle. His left half is black fur, purple eye, this swirl gray around and a stick straight up. The right side of his body is a much lighter gray color with this almost sea foam coloring, and the ear is slightly flopped over. Being the short little spry character that they are, Deck is going to quickly. Is this a wall right here?
It is a deck railing more than anything else. Like you're about waist high on it.
Gotcha.
Or you know what I mean? It's waist high on you.
So Deck is going to go right up against the railing here and prop his bow up there, and he's going to fire one arrow at the horn guy right here. So
you have selected him, and
roll the short bow attack. Does a 12 hit?
It does.
All right, so that'll be 6 damage.
Dealt him some damage.
Great.
He takes the arrow right to the shoulder, and immediately glares up at you, and just kind of like draws his sword, and you can tell that he's thinking maybe you're on his list.
Gotcha. What kind of weaponry do I see on him?
He is currently wielding a scimitar, and you think strapped to his back is maybe a crossbow of some kind.
All right. So then I'm going to, with the rest of my action, duck down behind this wall and attempt to either hide or get some sort of cover.
Okay. Sounds great. Before the next turn, something happens. I don't know why I rolled 2 of those, but sure. Another Astral Reaver joins the fray, ropes in. Let me add him to the combat. This particular one has a fish bowl for a head. Like an actual glass fish bowl, and where the and like inside is a fish within like an overly large brain that's like sitting on the body of this person. And then the Bluehorn guy is going to do some moving. He's going to run up there, and he's going to reach behind him and pull out his crossbow and just fire a shot at Deck.
Do I get any sort of cover for ducking down?
Yeah, you'll get some cover. But not enough cover. Did my thing not do what it's supposed to? There we go. You will take 3 points of damage as the crossbow kind of like fits through the railing and connects with you. Not 6 damage. Being a little laggy for the moment. All right. But anyway, so that happened. And then it is Rothamir's turn.
Do I need to fix that in my notes? Okay.
Yeah, we got it. Rothamir, you are up. Do you have any actions, questions,
Well,
needs, desires?
Several, but those can wait.
Okay.
Rathamir is a, elf of average height, I would say, with darker hair. And he is not happy with these individuals who have landed upon his ship. So he will go ahead and take his bow and take a shot at the friend chasing up the stairs there.
Well, you hit him, and he goes down. So he was not paying attention to you. He was fixated on a rabbit, and then he took another arrow and just kind of like slammed into the railing as he fell to the deck.
So I'll kind of look back. You okay, Deck?
Yeah. We're good.
Beyond that, anything else?
Just gonna kind of move myself over here just a bit to get a little better vantage in case I need it.
All right. And before we get to Selvana, another Astral Reaver swings in. This one pops in over here. And this one's wearing a wedding dress. Covered in blood and torn.
So like Carrie, but wedding dress.
A little bit, yeah. But with that aside, Silvana, it is your turn.
Okay. Quick question first. Is this
Yes?
something I can go over?
Is what something you can go over?
I'm sorry, I'm going straight north or
Oh
up?
yes. That's just a like a short step down. You can easily walk across that.
All right, then I am going to move to here. Now, as I move, Silvana is a Shadarkai. She is very caring, and right now she is concerned about her companions being surrounded. Well, one of them is dead, but being attacked by other people. I'm trying to move. Am I missing something? I
Grab your
can't.
character and pull
Right.
them where you want to go.
That's what I'm trying to do, and it's just
Yeah.
showing me.
Are you in the ruler
The-
attachment or?
Oh, up at the top, you see where it says select tokens? It's the square next to the person shape.
Yeah.
Now try it.
Oh, thank goodness.
There we go.
And as I do, and I see this creature here, how dare you enter our ship? And I wave my hands and I put a bless on myself. It's alt, right?
Alt
There we go.
tab, yeah, or Alt T,
Yep.
I believe, or T, or just Alt tab, one of those. There we go. So, what is your for those new to this? What does your bless look like?
My bless is as I raise my hands you see what is more distinctive about her is she's kind of looking at her hands as she's casting instead of looking around because she's still getting used to the colors that are coming out of her hands. Having been, she's from the Shadowfell and she's not used to seeing bright colors. So to this, it never ceases to amaze her to see bright colors coming out of her hands, and you probably see rays that looks like maybe like some sort of light color, maybe pinkish radiant colors coming out of her hands and heading towards her companions and herself, and then maybe a little light for a second comes up on each person that I bless.
Yeah, and so now all of you are effectively in high definition.
Yes.
Much
Whoa!
much more colorful than you used to be. Deeper reds.
Whoa, this is wild!
Bluer blues. You know how that all works.
The
Anything
deepest-
No, I moved, I cast a bless, and I'm just, staring down my enemy.
All right. Whenever you're done, end your turn, and we will move to the Astral Reaver. There we go. This Astral Reaver is going to head over here. Oh wait, no, that was Fish Face. I apologize. The Burning Beard Astral Reaver is coming over here.
No, sir.
And he is going to have a word with our friend Victor with his sword.
I'd rather he didn't.
Well, he did. For 5 points of slashing damage. And thus ends the Astral Reaver's turn. And it is my fault that I neglected to roll at the end of Sylvana's turn for some cool effect. So let me do that real quick. Another Astral Reaver appears. Who do I got left? I've got, Iron Claw. A Astral Reaver lands on the deck. One whole side of his shoulder and down to his arm is one giant metal crab claw. And he just kind of snaps it angrily to get your attention, Sylvana, and crashes it into the deck, and you can see where the wood kind of splinters underneath it. But now it's Victor's turn.
Victor is Victor. Victor is an your run-of-the-mill average human. I'm a dime a dozen.
He's very normal.
Someone you couldn't really pick out of a crowd. But for this Reaver, I took it with them all. I'm just gonna pull out my longsword and I'll hit him.
Not with that roll, you won't.
Yeah.
But
Well,
it's good try. You gave it the gold college try. Unfortunately, you did not go to college, so here we are.
well, I still have something I can do. I will attempt to shove him with my mind.
He succeeds his strength saving throw and is not shoved.
Oh.
Your Jedi powers are not yet strong enough.
Still learning. Alright, well, I guess that's all I really can do.
Alright, well, as your turn comes to an end, another thing happens. Apparently, another Astral Reaver joins the fray. This one flies in. He has a helicopter attachment on the top of his head. It's actually built into him. So he kind of Inspector Gadgets from the enemy ship to yours lands, and the blades are continuing to kind of whirl around the top of his head as he lands, and he kind of like turns his head to make it seem like he may use it as a weapon as well as a means of conveyance. But that makes it wedding dress guy's turn once Victor finishes his.
Oh. Apologies.
And he is going to have some words with Sylvana, I believe. Swing that scimitar.
Mm-hmm.
But he's going to miss. Your high definition self is too much for him.
With my shield up.
Which brings me to my fish face, who's going to come over here and talk to Victor. But also not do a very good job of that. Which makes me get to Helicopter Head, who is going to have a chat over here with Rothamir. Yep, that's what I wanted.
I'll be right back.
Rothamir, you get hit for 3 points of slashing damage from the a mix of like the helicopter blade and the scimitar. And then Mr. Iron Claw over here is going to also give a shot over here at Sylvana. But he's going to miss as well. Again, just too high definition to hit.
Mm-hmm.
But that brings us back to Dek and Noita.
Dek, seeing all of their friends being attacked by these reapers, makes a quick decision, and he's going to bolt over here to this reaver, sort of sneaking up behind them. He's going to yell to Sylvana, "Victor's in trouble! Victor's in trouble! Go help! Go help! Go help!" He's going to grab their 2 daggers and plunge it right into the sides of this of wedding dress.
Sounds like a thing. We'll see how that goes.
Let's start. And dagger number 1.
Oh, that was almost a crit too. But that one misses.
A 16?
No, the first, oh no, I take that back. That one hit. I apologize.
Yep. And sneak attack with that, which should be 3.
Yep.
And then offhand dagger.
He looks pretty gutted.
So I'll go ahead and roll the offhand dagger for a 16 for 1 damage.
He's still standing. That wasn't quite enough to put him down, but he definitely knows you're there, and you may have accidentally removed his spleen.
That was no accident. And then Dek is going to use the rest of his movement to get back to, the rest of their movement to get back to where they were. Probably taking an attack of opportunity on the way.
Before you go away from me, could you back up real quick, because I can't target you unless I move near you. So yes, I will. I will click the right Astral Reaver to attack you, but not hit you. So yeah, you are free to escape to your heart's content.
Great. And that will end Dek's turn on to Rothamir.
All right. And then before that happens, we get to our end of turn event. A 12. What happens on a 12?
Nothing.
Oh no, all kinds of things.
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
Yeah. So out from this area behind behind like the little food boxes here in the middle of the ship, the ship's dog, Bruno, rushes to the aid of Victor. you can see that he has this little healing keg around his neck, and you know that with no action at all, you can take a quick sip from it to get a d6 hit points back, if you wish. Right now. I'm offering this to you.
Nah, I'm good.
So say, is that
No,
just to Victor, or
it
is
goes to Victor. But anyway, that's all. The dog rushes to where he thinks he is needed, whether he's needed there or not. But that having happened, Rothamir, it is your turn.
Yeah, I don't like Inspector Gadget here. So he's a little close for the bow, so I'll go ahead and pull out my scimitar and let him see how that feels.
Well, you give him a good stabbing.
And he only gets the attack of opportunity if I actually move away.
That is correct. As long as you, as long as you move away from him, he will attack you. If you just move around him, then you're fine.
Okay. So I am going to kind of move around him to make myself easier to get to Victor in case I need to in a hurry.
Sounds good. End of round thing happens. At this point, an explosion racks the ship. Everyone needs to make me a dexterity saving throw. I have one from Deck, one from Rothamir, Sylvana, Victor. Okay, Sylvana and Victor, both of you are knocked prone by the ship, just exploding a little bit in the underside.
I didn't realize I was muted for the whole time, for this whole last 5 minutes.
Do what?
I was muted for the last whole 5 minutes, I didn't realize it.
Sad. But yes, knocked prone, the two of you. That makes it Sylvana's turn.
I quickly get up and look at my two enemies and kind of smirk. And as I do, I disappear. And I reappear 30 feet away towards Victor.
Do that shadow teleportation?
That is the shadow card teleportation, yes.
Yes.
And as I get there, I see that I hitting the cleats of my other companion. I cast healing word on him to cure him. Sorry, I'm so slow.
It's fine.
Still getting to know the program.
This is a learning adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And as I cast healing word on him, I shout with a voice of authority, and I tell him to attack the enemy in front of him if he wishes to do so.
I would like
Hit
to.
him!
I will try my best to hit this guy. Do I get advantage? Like,
Maybe? I don't know.
oh, I'm prone.
Oh yeah, you're prone. Yeah, either way, an 11 does not hit. So you give a swipe to like his ankles, but it does not make it.
Give better instructions next time so you hit him. You were supposed to do it a different way.
Like standing.
Right. All right. At this time, an uncoiled bit of rope that is not being attended to currently slams into one of the two astral reavers by Victor. I assume it will be Fishface. So let me roll a dice real quick to see what happens to Fishface. He gets a little tangled up in the rope, but not enough for him to be slowed down or impaired by it. So Savannah, when you end your turn, it will be the Burning Beard's turn. And he would like to swing at this prone person on the ground and crit upon them for a lot of damage. Take
I'm
10.
going to stop that.
Okay.
Don't hit my friend. And I'm going to cast my one silvery barb a day. Hopefully we won't need it later.
All right.
And stop that crit. And I will also give him advantage.
Reroll button once I find where it went. Oh.
How dare you try to hit my friend?
I will roll again and still hit him, but not crit upon him.
Not crit.
Significantly better. You have
Significantly better. And then Victor, you are on the ground.
I would like to not be on the ground.
Okay.
And Victor has advantage on his next attack because of the silvery barbs.
All right. Awesome. Okay. And I have advantage. I don't know if that's already put on, but nope, it is not put on. Do I just roll for just in case it's a crit?
You can if you want.
Didn't matter. Okay. And with my long sword for 10 slashing.
Okay. So you give him a good slashing, and then at this point, a thunderous explosion shakes the whole ship, filling the air with splinters of wood. Bodies are hurled into wild space, and then everything stops. The wreckage hangs motionless in the air. The reavers freeze in the middle of their attacks. Even the stars themselves kind of stop twinkling in the sky above you. The illusion of wild space melts away, and you find yourselves in one of the magical chambers of the simulations deck. Your memories slowly fitting back into place. You recall being warned that your first experience in a wild space simulation would be disorienting, to test your ability to kind of function under pressure. There's a hulking figure that kind of emerges from the center of the explosion. A Hadozi, missing a wing flap, wearing a military uniform bristling with medals. The air around her smells like cigar smoke. As you can see, Bosun Tarto kind of growls. The Battle of Hakatha didn't go so well for Captain Sardak and her crew, but her last battle does make a good testing ground for new recruits. And then she kind of like looks over into like the middle distance, and she goes, "End simulation." And as she says that, the last bits of the illusion kind of fall away. You remember the Hadozi training officer, Bosun Tardo, having explained that the battle was going to be an illusory exercise, an introduction of sorts to your new temporary home. And let me give you a quick visual here of Tardo as soon as I...
Time
So
to drink, folks.
Be right back.
Oh, did someone cash in a drink?
Yep, that would be our good friend Ken.
See, I knew I should have had a water nearby. Next time, I owe you 2 drinks. But does everyone see the picture of Bosun Tardo here? Her scarred complexion.
Yes.
Okay. As the last of the simulation, I'm gonna wait for Caleb to get back real quick. So yeah, how do you feel about your simulated combat, real quick, while we're waiting?
Didn't know it was a simulation. Thought we were gonna die.
Sneaky, love it.
I had a little more faith. I thought only half of us would die.
I'm sitting there going, Ben is really bad at building encounters that are balanced. Like we're about to get our butts kicked.
Oh,
I
we were
mean,
doing fine.
it'd be fine. It's fine.
No, I knew.
No, I was super excited when I was reading the part for this. I was like, oh man, every turn is like a 50-50 shot of just adding more monsters to the fight. Like not every round, every person's turn.
Seriously. I saw the two people. I was like, awesome. Sneak attack. We're done. Be out of this in a second. And it was another one and another one. You were giving us
Yeah.
the DJ Khaled treatment. And another one. And revamping.
Yep. All right.
There he is.
And we're back.
Sorry about that.
Oh, you're
Dogs
fine.
start freaking out.
Oh. All right. So, having the simulation beginning to end around you, you kind of recollect more of kind of your morning. You arrived this morning on the Belligerents, a charted galley out of Waterdeep, which picked up passengers and crew in the Moonshae Isles, Boulder's Gate, Candlekeep, Port Nine Zaru. You know, all those places before coming here to this island out in the middle of nowhere. You've come to seek your fortune and glory here at Spelljammer Academy, a secret enclave of spellcasters and swords for hire on a mysterious isle of Nimbral. They say that graduates of the academy joined the Spelljammer fleet, a magical navy sworn to protect Toril and explore worlds far beyond. You're all here for your own reasons, of course. But the here, let me pull you into Spelljammer Academy. So let me know when that has loaded for everyone.
I got it.
Got it.
Two.
All right. The academy itself is carved into a 2,000-foot high column of rock that kind of juts from the cliff in the island's west coast. It has multiple levels connected by stairs, ramps, magical lifts. After docking in the sea cave at the base of the column, you had marched to the simulations deck midway up the academy spire to, kind of get your intro talk. Tarto is there. Besides you, there are also probably a handful of other cadets in training. Mostly people you now recognize who had been blown off the side of the ship early on in the combat. She's going down the list, down the line, telling various people kind of how they did, maybe ways to do a little bit better. Her first stop in your little section is Sylvana. She kind of pulls up in front of you and kind of looks you up and down and goes, I gotta admit, I was a little surprised there. I can't say that I expected a teleportation move. It's a fine way to get out of a fight. But unfortunately, you did teleport to the low ground, giving your opponent the high ground, and leaving them also behind with your shipmate. That's something you may want to think about in the future. Abandoning someone like that is not healthy in our line of work.
I was distracted by the possibility of Victor
It's understandable.
being knocked down. But I will do better next time.
Then she moves over to talk to Rothamir, and she goes, "You handled yourself pretty well out there. For all intents and purposes, you You managed to give as well as you got, and honestly, the only notes I really have is your companion Victor there was a little hung up, and I personally would have maybe moved closer to him to get a little back-to-back action going on. Maybe given them slightly more targets to play with and not have you all be overcome.
I'll try to work on that next time.
Looking over to Deck, she's like, you pretty fast there, Rabbit.
Yeah, real fast.
Some snap decisions were made.
Mhm.
You did pretty well. You shouldn't
Thanks.
have sent your only healer though to leave you alone. That's the suicide.
Well, you see,
Is what
the idea is that like if she went too far away, then I could have just jumped over and went like this, and then I would have been near them as well, and then these other guys are moving too slow, and then they wouldn't have been able to get over to me. Yeah. That's what I was planning to do. Yep.
Assuming they didn't kill you, yes.
Nah, I would have been fine. Hey, by the way, you mentioned this is spelljammer. But so like when do we get on the ship?
You have to get through orientation first.
Oh, okay. When do we start that?
You're starting it now.
Oh, okay. Cool. Thanks.
Patience. That's something you're gonna have to work on.
Right. Okay, great. Thanks.
You know what? For you, 3/4 speed. Everyone else double time. You 3/4 speed.
Gotcha. Fractions. I need to work on those too. Okay, great.
Yes.
Awesome. Thanks.
Okay. She kind of looks over to Victor. What happened there, man?
Not quite sure.
I'm not really sure what you were doing there with your hand there for a moment, but it did not seem effective. Are you a spellcaster of some kind that I should know about that wasn't on your docket form?
Not like that. I'm no spellcaster.
Okay. Well, just so you know, in the future, if you try to fake spellcasting, they won't believe you then either. You will get stabbed.
Noted.
Anyway, I guess I'm here to welcome you all to Spelljammer Academy. While adventurers of all stripes explore Faerun and deal with the perils of ancient ruins, malevolent cults, long-forgotten tombs, those who come through Spelljammer Academy here on Nimbral strive to protect the world from a far greater threat. Spelljammer Academy trains cadets for service as spelljammers and members of the Spelljammer Corps, both branches of a magical navy sworn to protect Toril and explore worlds far beyond. Few people know of our existence, and we try to keep it that way. But importantly, I guess I should get you started on your orientation. You've shown me what you can do, and it's time for me to hand you your orientation checklist. So she pulls out she got like a little box down on the floor near her. She kind of opens it up, pulls out some papers, and hands you the first page of your checklist. I will show it to you now. She basically breaks you into groups and hands your group a paper, hands like another group paper, and she's like, we found that it's better if you guys do this thing in groups or figure out how to do it in groups. It builds unit cohesion, and also we don't have a bunch of random people who don't know what they're doing all scattered around the place at once. You're at least scattered in groups. So the four of you, here is... Did I hit show players? Yes.
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, good. Here are your orientation tasks. Do them, and then come back here and report when you're done.
Real quick. It says here Corps Cadets. Are we a Corps Cadet?
Can you cast spells?
I've never tried. Should I? And I'm gonna
If you
sit
don't
there.
know that you can, then you are a Corps Cadet. If you cast spells, you are a spelljammer cadet.
So after Deck hears this, Deck's gonna sort of slink off behind the group and sort of squat down and put their fingers against their nipples and try to cast a spell that they've seen Sylvana cast a couple of times.
You can do it.
Does not work.
Try waving your hands, like I did.
Hearing this, Deck is gonna wave their hands really quick like this. Did anything happen?
No.
Everything
I
is
think
good.
I think I'm a core cadet.
Well, she's like, you're all dismissed. I've given you your tasks.
Right.
So where are we going to first? Huh? First.
What floor are we on again? We're on the simulation floor?
Yes. You are on simulation deck. And all the others are listed. So just tell me where you want to go, and I will move your token there as a group. Or if you're splitting up, just let me know, and I'll split you up where you need to go.
It's probably best to start with the welcome pack and administration, right?
Yeah. Well, is that what we were just given here? Or no? Administration's over. Yeah, we'll just go all the way to the bottom and work our way up then.
Okay.
Cool. I'll race you guys.
We'll move you down to administration real quick. As you are kind of, exploring the academy, you see various people walking around, doing, just basic academy things. Deck, as you kind of round the corner a little bit ahead of your friends, as you're kind of like scampering ahead and then like looking behind to make sure they're catching up to you and then scampering ahead some more, as you kind of like round a corner, a halfling cadet with a red helmet on basically runs the other side of the corner, trips over you, stumbles, and then like falls into a pair of what look like humanoid shaped oozes that are also wearing cadet vests and little red helmets, and like the whole pile just turns into a halfling oozy mess of misshapen clothing and slime. And the halfling kind of like gets up and is like brushing ooze back into a pile. He's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm late for a class. And he's like kind of like building them back up together and kind of like trying to put one of them's like outfit back on appropriately."
That's okay. I'm late for a very important date. This is someone put the halfling in Jello.
Yeah. There's a halfling and then like two Jello people that he's like got one of the Jello people kind of back together again and is kind of like resituating the vest that the Jello person was wearing.
I will attempt to help up the other Jello person if.
By the time you get over there, they've kind of like oozed mostly back into place, but like the helmet is quite like off kilter.
I'll fix it for him.
And then as you guys do that, the halfling kind of like goes, good enough, and then like runs off like, "I'm sorry, I'm so late," and just like heads down the hallway.
While this is going on, Deck's gonna go up behind one of them that's not paying attention to, and like take a scoop out of like the whipped cream there, and like.
As you try to scoop, like it remains, and your finger kind of like moves through them.
Whoa, Rosmir, you should try this. This is so cool.
As you go to do it again, like it takes its arms and kind of like gives enough pressure to like push you back a little bit, and then kind of waves wobbly, and then both of them kind of like lumber down the hallway.
I think they're late too.
Apologize for our friend.
Yeah, bye. Apologize for me. Bye.
But yeah, you make it to administration after that particular encounter. And you see the administration has like a visitors lounge with a bar. There's some guest rooms that you kind of walk by for like probably some like off-world dignitaries or whatever. And then the main academy reception room. You hear as you're kind of coming up to the front desk a bunch of like weird clicking noises and chitters. And then as you kind of walk up behind the desk, an insectile individual pops in, kind of like, I'd say she's probably about 6.5 feet tall. 4 arms, each one is like reaching and grabbing various what look like maybe sending stones off of like a shelf behind her. And she's like reaching up to them and clicking at them a little bit, and then like in one of them she'll like say, "Academy accounts payable, Sorkor speaking. Just a moment," and she sets it down, and then she'll grab another one. Like, "Academy accounts payable, Sorkor speaking. Just a moment," and she sets it down.
Hey, I think I might have met your sister before. Is her name Amina?
Maybe. But she's manning the front desk when you guys all walk up. And she's like, "Oh, new recruits. She looks at Dak. "Oh, aren't you a tasty looking morsel?"
Thanks. While this is going, Deck
Like
walking around.
clicks her little mandibles a little bit.
Deck is gonna be walking around, putting his chin on everything around just looking around it, and you see like little pellets being dropped off around the perimeter.
Yeah. So are you? But how can I help you?
We're here to collect.
Hold on a second. She grabs another stone. Academy accounts payable. Sorkor speaking. Just a moment. She sets it down. You were saying?
We're here to collect welcome packs when you have the moment.
Ah, yes. Welcome packs. She turned like half of her body kind of turns around weird. You hear like a twisting crack as her carapace kind of like grinds a little bit, and she reaches towards like a bunch of shelves, and begins just setting down on the shelf, like on the counter in front of you, a stack of like some red cadet uniforms in your sizes, and like a little toiletry bag. So it looks like you have a uniform plus a spare. There is a little piece of paper that she sets on top of that. And then she grabs, as she walks back behind the area, you see that there's like a shelf behind her with a bunch of different colored helmets. And you do know that your thing comes with like a red outfit and like a little red helmet. But she also, there's like a several other colors, and she grabs 4 blue ones and sits them down next to there as well. And she's like, I assume you guys are doing orientation, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
You're going to need these to get into Skydock, because it's not cleared for you right now.
Okay.
Thank you.
I wouldn't want you guys getting disintegrated.
Disintegrate it?
She's like, "Yeah, didn't you read the back of the paper?"
Papers have backs?
If you flip over the paper, there is a warning that I'm now showing you.
Oh.
Is this unlicensed disintegration?
No, it's quite licensed
Oh,
and
seems,
quite
a little
permanent.
harsh.
Very nice. Deck, don't lose this. Point to the blue thing.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, okay, great. Do we put it on our head?
The helmet, yes. When you're ready to go to Skydock, that is the helmet you will need to get past the security checkpoint.
Cool, awesome. Helmet. start to make my way.
So where are you headed next? Do you need
I-
May I see the list
need the handout
again?
again?
I
Yeah.
accidentally closed it.
Yeah.
There it is.
Thank you. I think we should go to the
Cadet
quarter
quarters.
bunk.
Mm.
I'm eager to see what our assignment is.
Skydocks. Okay.
Yeah, Skydock's at the top. That's
Okay.
that's where the ships dock. In the sky.
I mean, but there's obviously a sea dock, sea ships.
Right. Yes. So is the plan now to head toward Cadet Quarters?
Yeah.
I think so.
All right. I'll move you over here to Cadet Quarters. In Cadet Quarters, it is a large dormitory, lots of smaller rooms. There is a small tavern for cadets built in called the Weeping Goddess. There is a lunchroom with some patio dining as well, washrooms, kitchens, laundry, stuff like that. As you appear there, you are met by a large hippo in a military outfit. He's a big, portly, very British Empire outfit look about him. He has a strange, for all intents and purposes, musket-shaped device strapped to his belt. And when you arrive, he looks at you and goes, you're here for your bunk assignments, I assume.
Yes, we are.
All right. Well, here's your bunk assignment, and he reaches. What are your names?
My name's Deck.
And I am Silvana.
I'm Rothermere.
Victor.
He goes down the line. Group 3C, got it. I need you guys over that way, and he points toward a set of bunks that are they look to be fairly nice, actually. You're assigned kind of like some airy bunks next to a window, kind of by the laundry area, with like some like fresh, scented laundry waft area. It's very nice. It's very, very calming. There's a nice view of the ocean. And he's like, just claim your bunk, drop your gear in the foot locker. You should be good.
Let's say, any of them have a better view of the sky than the ocean?
Well, I mean, the windows look up as well. They look out and up.
Okay.
Deck, why don't you take a top bunk?
Yeah. I'm gonna go take a top bunk. He's gonna just quickly hop straight up onto the top bunk.
Okay. As you go to jump up to the top bunk, you are beaten to the top bunk by a sack of clothing. And you hear behind you, change of plans, Greenie. This bunk's mine now. Go tell the off-duty officer it's not to your liking. We'll get ourselves swapped out. Tell him you want those bunks over there, and you've traded with Vina. You all hear that from behind you. You kind of turn around to see who's addressing you in this way. And there is a very confident-looking moon elf who has apparently hurled her kit bag onto that bunk that the Deck was about to jump onto, or is jumped onto, but the bag is also there. And she's got three other cadets kind of standing behind her, looking a little menacing. You can see where she's pointing, and and it's a kind of a unkempt, unmade bunk section in like the noisiest area of the dorm, just by the washrooms. It does not. It's probably not a pleasant place to be.
Hey, but the guy with the musket thing over there, he told us to go over to these bunks.
Yeah, like I said, change of plans. We're
I'm gonna
swapping.
lift up. I'm
But-
gonna
but
lift
they-
up her bag.
No,
I'm gonna
no,
lift up her
they-
bag.
bag.
I'm gonna toss it back to her.
Sorry,
don't
but I
think-
think these bunks are to our liking.
No. No, I don't think you have the authority to just swap like that. I'm gonna have to see some sort of official document that says that we're swapping. If not, we're gonna sit right where we're told.
What's official
we're
is that
supposed
I've
to
been
go.
here longer and I'm in charge. So you're
I
new.
think you need
Get
to
going.
address. I think you're gonna need to address that with the administration.
It looks like they might be willing to move you. Would you like to try some kind of social tactic? Maybe an intimidation roll of some kind to maybe get them to back down before this may or may not come to blows.
I'm not good at that.
I kind of look around my companions and try to gauge where they're at about this. Do they look willing to move, or do they look like they want to stand their ground?
I'm with you 100%.
It's like Ruthermere is. You notice Ruthermere is very excited about that window.
Deck is willing to throw down. He's willing to move. They're willing to do whatever.
I'll move them.
All right. Then whoever's going to speak for the group in this regard, I need an intimidation roll.
Hmm. I
Can we aid another?
I mean, how are you aiding them?
Whoever decides it.
Deck reaches into their pocket and they pull out a little trinket in their hand. Upon closer inspection, you notice that it's a familiar shape. It's of a human foot that has been shrunken down into like a shriveled, shrunken head. You would have known at this point that this is their lucky human foot. And from interacting with humans before, they know that most humans are perturbed or kind of grossed out by this. So Deck is holding it up, kind of going, "Ooh, I'm gonna curse you. We're gonna get you."
The three lackeys behind her kind of look at that like, what is so who's going to try to intimidate them?
my intimidation's not the best. But I could help someone with guidance if they would like to attempt it.
What words of guidance are you going to give that would help in this
Who looks
situation?
the most who looks the most intimidating in our group?
On a scale of 0 to 20, I'm
Probably
about a 10.
Victor.
Probably
Of your group, probably Victor. Not that he is intimidating, but of all of you, he looks the most intimidating.
Victor, after I saw you take down 5 Reavers all on your own without even receiving nothing but a scratch, are you gonna let these people take our bunk beds?
Nonsense. I'll roll it. Sure.
Okay, hold on. Let her give you guidance first.
Yes. So if I is there a way I can save? I need to close the list. Is there a way I can save it so I can pull it back up?
You should.
Oh, I can resize it. I just figured that out.
Oh yes,
Got
yes,
it.
that.
Never mind. Guidance.
So you get advantage and guidance on this particular roll because
So,
Dex behind you, like waving his human foot, being like, "Curse, curse."
alright then. And thanks to our friend here, I know how to give I know how to do advantage now. So is a D4 automatically added?
If it is not, we can add it. We'll find out.
Nice. Alt. Guidance. I think I did it right. Nope, that's second. Did I do that wrong? There. Oh, 1 second. Let me do it again because
All right. So that one's no. That one's better.
yeah, plus +3 because of guidance.
Plus 3, so that takes you to 12.
Jeez, the bunny intimidation.
Yeah. Oh, it did? What's that? Where'd I get a 3 from?
You rolled a 3 the first time for your roll.
I have a charisma of 8.
Oh, that's how. He's bad at It turns out he's bad at intimidating people.
Well,
But luckily enough, with your extra words of encouragement, Savannah and Deck, your weird prancing of human feet disembodiment around, Vina just kind of like looks at you all and goes, whatever, and wanders off back to her bunk. Kind of
Right.
gives you the side eye.
Deck takes the lucky human foot and rubs his thumb on it and goes, or rubs their thumb on it and goes, always works, and then sticks it right back in the pocket.
Gross.
No, I'm not
I
comfortable
lean,
with
I
that.
lean over. I lean over to Victor and say, "That is weird, right?"
Yes.
Okay, just checking.
Just want to be sure
I
we're all
don't-
on the same page. That is weird, right?
Of course, it's
I
weird.
don't like it.
All right. So, arguably, you have completed the next task.
A social task.
So now
Nice.
Deck will jump up onto the bed and start thumping around and pushing things with their head and getting it comfortable.
It is a very nice bedroom area that you have. It's nice 2 bunks next to a nice big window that can stare out into the sea or up into the stars above. And you're 2,000 feet up, so you're a lot closer to the sky than normal. Well, not 2,000. You're about, I would say, 600 feet up at this point. You're about halfway up the tower. But also you're right next to the laundry area, so all you're getting is that nice, fresh, clean scent of people casting prestidigitation on clothes all day. Whatever. Just kind of wafting into your area. It feels great. It's like you're in a meadow almost.
Nice.
Should we change into the cadet uniforms? We got these kind of.
You do have these uniforms and helmets.
Do the helmets
Probably
have?
should.
Do the helmets have equals cut into?
They do have. You see where there are like little pop outs for like areas where horns could be if you were like a tiefling, or ears, or they got little pop out bits that you can kind of like unscrew and pop out.
Deck will take the helmet rather than trying to unscrew. Try to use their teeth to pop it out and stick yours through.
I will put my uniform on too, and I'm excited. And as I put it on, I'm mostly excited about the bright red.
Yeah, it's a very good red. You're now all officially red shirts. I'm sure that will not come back to bite anybody.
It's fine. Everything's
It's-
fine.
It's
Yeah.
never bitten anybody ever.
Right.
Red works okay.
But yeah.
That was-
So
that was good.
congratulations on completing step 2 of orientation.
How do you guys feel about skipping Sky Docks until the very last?
How
Okay.
about next to last? Actually, I don't know about that gymnasium assault course.
Yeah, I kind of want to go see what our weapons are.
Oh yeah, that's. Where is that?
Come on, Victor, let's go.
Oh, okay. You two wanting to go to the spelljammer cadets? What we go to?
Yeah.
It's fine. We can go do that.
Yeah, and I guess we could meet up a little later at the gymnasium.
That works.
Okay.
Okay.
Splitting the party. Always a great decision.
All right.
Always a good
So,
idea. Always.
The Spelljammer cadets are headed to the Spelljammer Nexus, and the rest of you are headed to the where did I say it was going?
Stores.
To the stores.
Which is below.
Yep. All right. Well, let's deal with stores first. So here in the storerooms, it looks like it has like all of the basic equipment, rations, there's an extensive armory. But once you get to the storefront, there is a counter that has like a little bell on it. But no one is currently manning the barred window there at the counter.
Like
Jack-
a bell.
Deck will walk over to the bell and ding it once. If there's no response within 2 seconds, we'll ding it a second time, ding it a third time, and then just go ding, ding, ding,
I'm
ding,
coming.
ding, ding, ding,
I'm
ding, ding,
coming.
ding, ding, ding.
Please stop. Please stop.
Hey, are you Mr.
And
are you
you
Mr.
you
Are
don't
you Mr. Blip?
you don't see anyone yet. But you hear yes, Mr. Blip is on his way. And you hear a thud, like a metallic thud on wood, as something is walking toward the counter, and then up like a short maybe set of steps up to the top of the counter, and a friendly face, kind of, well, I guess it's built to be friendly, looks over the counter at you.
Whoa, Victor, look, it's a robot.
Auto gnome, but yes.
Ah, it's a robot.
Auto gnome.
He's got a trilby.
Say it with me.
Auto
Gnome.
no
Yes.
robot.
No, auto gnome.
Sorry.
He's new.
Who are you, cadet?
Oh, hey.
And why are you here?
Hey, we're Deck. That's Victor. We're here to complete the next step of our little thing. We're supposed to collect service weaponry from you.
Service weaponry.
We're from 3C. I think that's our group name.
3C.
Yeah, that's us.
You see his eyes like blip in and out. The like purpley substance behind them is just like blinking a whole bunch. Yes,
This robot's going
you are-
haywire.
you are now here to collect your service weapons. I will give them to you now. Which service weapons do you require?
Ooh, do we have a choice?
The big one.
Which service weapons are you comfortable with?
Ooh, I don't know. Do you have like a menu?
We have most basic weapons found on this planet. And some that are
Oh.
not, but you would not be rated for those as you are from this planet.
Oh, okay. Like I have like a short bow. I just have two daggers. What other stuff would you recommend? I'm like on guard.
Most cadets ask for a sword.
Yeah. Do you have like a rapier?
We do not. Or at least not for red shirts.
Oh.
Longsword.
Well, see, this is why I asked for a menu. If I try to go off book, I don't know what the heck to ask for. You got a short sword?
Yes.
Oh,
Many.
cool. Awesome.
I'll,
Yeah,
I'll take one like that, but longer.
You wish for a long sword?
Yes.
Your service weapons will be brought to you shortly. And he turned like his like waist rotates to face behind you, and you're guessing the legs just walk backwards down the stairs.
I thought he was standing
Whoa.
on like some auxiliary legs.
Whoa, Victor, that robot, like, he spun all the way around? I wonder if I could do that.
I don't know.
And then you hear like metal on metal as like his hands are grabbing various things, and then he clanks back up to the counter. You again see his waist like completely turn around as he comes back up to the top to meet you. And in both of his hands, you asked for a short sword, a long sword, and anything else? Just those?
Yeah, those will do for me.
Yes, a short sword. He says this sword has now been logged as belonging to Cadet Deck, and
Cool.
this longsword has now been logged belonging to Cadet Victor.
Hey, quick question. Do you got like armor or anything here too?
We do. Do you have your voucher?
Is this something as like the administrative papers they gave
You
us?
you remember as you were packing things into your bunk that at registration they had left a piece of paper on top of your other gear that you had stowed away.
Oh, nuts. Hey, just give me a few minutes. I need to run back up to my bunk. I'll grab it. I'll be right back.
Grab mine.
And Deck runs off.
I don't think he heard me.
We'll find out later.
Trudge.
So
I'll go to follow him.
as we're waiting for that to happen, over at the Spelljammer Nexus, both of you kind of wander in. It is what appears to be an exclusive training area for Spelljammer cadets. It contains, on your way to the Nexus, let me start there, because there are some things that may or may not happen. On your way to the Nexus, you hear a kind of like an announcement bell kind of go off. And then a voice over the intercom says, all purple rank security officers report to Skydock for docking inspection. And then it ends. And as you kind of get to the entrance of the Spelljammer Nexus, a set of strange glowing fish are kind of swimming through the air, kind of phasing through walls as they pass by you.
Fascinating.
Jinx.
Jinx.
But so that's a thing that you saw as you went by. But you find yourself here at the Nexus. It is a exclusive training area for Spelljammer cadets. There appears to be a laboratory of some kind, a library of navigational and astronautical references, a chart room, and then of course the Nexus itself, which is a large chamber containing what look to be like 8 simulation training Spelljammer helms, which are chair-like, kind of like throne-like devices that you sit in, and that is how you exert your power over a spelljamming vessel. There are a couple of people in those chairs at the moment, and kind of walking by each chair, kind of saying things to each individual, is a person who I will share here for you. Very, very interesting individual. Soft features, purple glinting eyes. But when he sees you two walk in, he's like, more cadets for training?
Well, yes,
Yes,
not just more cadets. Though I don't know if you've spoken to our instructor. We're top of the class cadets.
Top of the class cadets, eh?
Yes.
Oh, well, then I guess we should let you get right on it, and we'll see how you do.
You will not be disappointed.
I'm training officer Serth, and I guess I'll give you a quick run through and see how top of the class you really are.
Please do.
He gives you once you get situated, he gives you and everyone else seated in various chairs around you, kind of a quick run through of how the training helms function, kind of how you can use them to guide movement of little miniature test ships, kind of like little drones, that each one kind of operates. And there is there's kind of like an orrery that kind of comes down and spins around with various planets and asteroids and things that you need to kind of move the ship through. So as you're kind of concentrating to get these through, and he's issuing commands like, "All right, everyone, take your ship through the asteroid belt. You get points off if you get hit." He's like, and just so you know, I'm going to be asking you all as we go through here. I'm going to be asking you kind of some individualized questions, and I'm going to need quick answers. And I need you to concentrate on ship flying while answering. But I need you to speak from the heart here, or else the ship will not function properly. So, and I'll know because I'll see. I'm watching the ship, not you. So as he's walking around asking various questions, he kind of comes up behind you, Sylvana, and he's like, "Tell me where you wish to be 1 year hence. What shall the cosmos make of you?"
The place doesn't matter. But 1 year from today, I would like to have lived a good life and be better than I am today.
But I mean, we all wish to be better. But so I guess it's a good start. Not quite what I was
I've
expecting from
noticed.
top of the class, but it'll do.
Well, I just have no destination that I
Do
wish.
you have some ambitions?
I do. Well, if you'd like to know my ambitions, I would like to have my own ship someday.
Well, hope it works out for you. There's a lot of
Thank you.
turnover around here.
Well, I mean, not just anyone. I'm pretty
He
sure.
kind of
Well,
wanders past as you kind of try to explain that last bit. As he kind of walks in front of you, Rothamir, he's like, tell me honestly, who among your friends and fellow cadets do you most respect?
So far, I'd say Savannah. She does a very good job of being selfless and wants to help everyone. After that, Dak, as crazy as he is, really cares.
All right, and you're not just saying that because she's sitting right next to you.
No. I'm not gonna badmouth anyone either. But I'm just saying,
I didn't say badmouth anybody. I was just asking who you respected. It's an interesting way to take that phrase.
Well, sometimes you have to take both the bad and the good in life.
All right. As he walks past, asking other people more questions, the Ori kind of like changes a little bit, and now it's some kind of like nebula that you have to fly your ship kind of blind through, and you can see bits of asteroids flying into the nebula, and you have to kind of like gauge their trajectory as they hit the cloud, and try to like dodge where the rock will be, without actually hitting the other ships, which is very difficult. And he makes his way around Savannah. He's like, "Tell me a tale of your past. What should I know of you?"
you should know. You should know that I have a mind of my own, and I am not bound by the beliefs of my ancestors.
All right, I will keep that. He has like a little chart with him, and he's just like, "Good to know." Also, watch out for that rock. And another one like whizzes by, and as he gets over to you again, Rothamir, he's like, "So what life event in your past drove you to live in this moment right now?"
Say, just looking up at the stars at night, the vastness of all those great wonders in nature, but not down here. Oh, it's so beautiful.
Interesting. At that point, both of your ships kind of exit the nebula, mostly undamaged, much more undamaged than the others. And he's like, "All right, well, I guess top of the class it is for you two for now. We'll see how long that holds.
Nailed it.
Usually it's a competition, so you want your own ship there, Sylvana. You're gonna have to stay near that top. We don't give ships to people who don't stay near the top. Remember that, the rest of you." And as you guys are continuing your various trainings, we will get back. Deck, so you make it back to Cadet Quarters. Rummage through your bunk, I assume.
Yeah.
You find a piece of paper. The piece of paper that you got from administration is a 50 gold piece voucher requisition for the Academy stores.
Whoa! Knowing the last piece of paper also had a back to it, I'm back.
On the back it says, does not constitute monetary value, no change will be given.
Huh. Cool. While I'm here, I'll also look through Sylvana, Rothamir, and Victor's stuff to see if they have vouchers too.
I assume the rest of you also left your vouchers at your bunk as you packed everything else up. So yeah, you come up with 4 pieces of paper very similar.
Totally.
Each one with each cadet's name kind of stamped on it.
Shit. I'll stick them all in my pockets and I'll turn tail, and run back to the stores.
All right. As you are running through the academy, you see 2 other sailors walk past. They seem to be discussing something amongst themselves. They're trying maybe to be a little quiet about it.
Once I hear them coming, Deck would press the. What color are the walls here?
They're like a white and stone. They're like a whitish red, kind of like marbling.
Deck would press the black side, so his left side, up against the wall and hold down and try to blend in with the wall and listen to what they're saying.
Okay. They mostly ignore you as they kind of walk past. It's like they don't even see you. They are a green level rank of some, or no, not green. They are a purple rank. They have like little purple helmets on.
Would I know what that means?
You currently do not know what that means, as you never asked anybody.
As I see them walking by,
you need the blue helmet to get into Skydock.
As they were walking by, I would go, "Whoa, that's a pretty cool helmet. You want to trade?"
They're like, no, these are officer helmets.
Oh, cool. How do I become an officer? I want one of those hats.
Well, you're a cadet now, so I guess do some missions and don't die.
Okay.
Always good advice.
Everyone keeps telling me, don't die. Awesome. Cool.
And as they kind of walk past you, one of the one who was talking to you turns to the other one, was like, I'm telling you, Corey, we keep getting these new crops in, and we keep, improving all of our safety procedures, but like 3 out of 10 explorationary fleets still result in like all hands lost. I don't know how we can improve these numbers.
Hey, do you happen to have some of those hands? I mean, I got a foot right here. I'd like to put a hand with it.
They're like, you know what? Pretend you didn't hear that. And they just keep walking.
I don't know how I'm supposed to do. Anyway, I turn tail and I run back towards stores. Okay.
You eventually make it back to the stores. Victor is waiting there. Mr. Blip is also there.
Hey, Victor, look what I found. It's piece of paper. This one has your name on it. And I hand him my piece of paper.
That one has Deck's name on it. You're
You're on.
muted.
Bloop.
I'm muted. I am muted. I thought it was a Discord thing again. Am I on the right spot in the chat?
No, because your video's not on.
Oh. That helps.
There we go.
Sorry about that.
Welcome back.
Sorry about that. I'll hand it back to you. I'll look at a piece of paper. This is Dak, his name on it. I was like, this is yours. Not mine.
Oh, okay. I take that one back. I hand him Sylvanas.
Once again.
Oh, and I'll just hold up all 4 pieces of paper and go, I don't know how to read.
I'll grab mine.
Here.
I don't think you're there. I think it's just Victor's.
Yeah, it's just
Wait.
those two.
Oh,
If
He-
you can't...
He took everyone's from their bunks.
Here. I'll hold on to these 3 for them.
Oh,
Since
but
you carry.
yeah, that's probably smart. Hey, Mr. Robot, look, I got my voucher.
Mr. Blip, I'm again an auto gnome.
Auto robot.
This is
Gotcha.
no, this is very important. If you go into space and you start calling auto gnomes robots, that's bad.
Huh. Okay. How much can I get with this?
50 gold worth of material.
What kind of light armor do you have? Like that's like it's because like look, I'm like wearing leather armor.
All armors.
You have all armors. Ooh. Is there better armor above leather that's light armor?
There's like studded leather, but it's questionably better.
I mean, every little bit counts. What else? What else can I get for?
The short answer is the store has every armor, weapon, adventuring gear or tool in the player's handbook.
Gotcha.
And if you have 50 gold to play with.
I will let you know.
Yeah,
Grab
a
my-
studded leather, just so you know, is 45 gold pieces.
Gotcha. All right, I have to go find my book. I'll be back.
I take it I don't have my shield, do I?
Did your character start with a shield?
He did.
Then you have a shield.
He also started with chainmail. Didn't know if I started with that though.
Was it a thing that your character got at character creation?
Correct.
Then you do have it.
Okay.
The next
wanted to be
higher
sure.
up armor for you is Splint Mail, which is 200 gold.
By chance, would you have what page that's on?
No, because I'm looking it up in D&D Beyond.
That's
Yay.
being asked from here, so I was just
But,
making a bunch of noise.
But anyway, arguably you can spend those at any point. You don't need to spend them like right now. You can say like between games that you have purchased things. You just know that you have 50 gold to spend.
A 50 gold voucher.
A 50 gold
Gotcha.
voucher. You do not get change back.
Gotcha. I can do that off camera. We'll
Yes.
figure it out. Cool.
Can we pool these?
That's up to you guys.
Because I don't know about you guys, but I think Victor might need a little bit of help.
What's on a longsword?
No,
What do you mean?
We don't sell magic items here.
We got a group hydrate. Thanks, Killer. Drink
now,
up.
Now I owe 3 drinks.
I'll only grab my whiskey.
That's the opposite of hydrating. But anyway, having arguably completed those tasks,
Goodbye, Mr. Thing. Blip. Bye, Mr. Blip. Nice to meet you.
it is a thing that happened that I met you.
Alright. Was the gymnasium?
Where were you supposed to meet up with your other friends? Did you work that out?
We
No.
said we
We
said
did.
what we say the what was it called? The
Gymnasium.
sky dock or the gymnasium first?
The
I can't remember.
gymnasium.
Okay, so after training, you guys were gonna head to the gymnasium
Yeah. Okay.
Correct.
for the assault course.
That's right.
All right, I will go to the gymnasium. This shall be exciting. So you all meet up. Here, let me move you all to the gymnasium. As you are headed to the gymnasium, you hear an announcement that pops up over the intercom. A voice says in almost a dispassionate monotone, "Ectoplasmic breach in the Spelljammer Nexus level. All personnel be prepared for supernatural anomalies." And then it ends.
Whoa. You guys think it was those two things that like turned to jello in the hallway?
They weren't in there, were they?
Oh.
That is one of the things you hear as you're heading that way. For the rest, as you're heading down the hallway, you see a group of fleet officers, so purple armor, purple helmet individuals, pushing a metal gurney down the center of the aisle. And you guys are gonna have to like move out of the way just a little bit to let them through. And as they pass by, you see that there is a manacled mind flayer chained to the gurney. Its purpley tentacle face with like all of its little pseudopods are all like chained together and manacled so they can't move around in like some kind of like an iron mask. But it's like reflective big black eyes are like shining as it goes by. It looks like it's struggling a little bit, but it can't get out.
This is only our first day, gang.
But that they kind of like brush past you on their way kind of to somewhere.
I almost want to fall.
But anyway, it is not long after that you find yourselves at the gymnasium. It is what appears to be some kind of magically powered arena of sorts that can be reconfigured for a variety of training exercises. It is very Ninja Warrior style at the moment. There seems to be a line of cadets that are running through this current obstacle course. It looks like they, from the starting location, they run through a section where they kind of have to jump from like block to block, like those diagonal blocks you'd see at the start of a Ninja Warrior course. And you can see that there's some kind of an outline of some kind of illusion that's happening around that area, but since you're on the outside of it, you're not entirely sure what's going on. Then after that, it looks like they leap across some kind of levitating platforms over pools of what appears to be electrified water, which you learn when one of them falls in and you hear the telltale electrical shock. And then they kind of like crawl out and they're like kind of twitching a little bit as they pull themselves out. And then it looks like you're swinging through some ropes that are going through some wheels of maces that are, you have to like dodge the maces as you swing through those. And then it ends in a slippery pole climb of some kind to ring a gong at the top. There is a human officer standing there logging how each cadet does on the course as they go through. And of course there's a line, so
All right.
Guess we'll queue up, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
I start kind of like tightening, the strings on my uniform, and I go get up on the line.
You're like, all right, top of the class.
Yeah,
Top of the class.
that's right.
Deck's gonna run after Sylvana and go, wait for us! Wait for us! I'm coming! I'm coming!
Well, Sylvana, as front of the line, top of class 3C, what you are first to make a go at this. So
Let's do this.
you're in the starting lane. You mentally prepare, looking directly ahead of you. It looks like you have to do 4 diagonal jumps on some like angled steps leading up to the next location, which is where the platforms are. So you just go right into it. The first, as you dash right in and hit the first step, you definitely find out what's on the other side of those illusions. Massive explosions in all directions, like concussive force everywhere. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Be the course. Be the course. Constitution saving throw. Oh, what I click?
I don't know, but if you click on your
I
token,
got it.
okay, there we go.
Yeah, I just
Oh, geez, you did great. Yeah, you're like, this is a course. This is an illusion. Don't care about explosions. We got this. So without even flinching, you immediately hit all 4 angles and then make it to the platform. In front of you are the levitating platforms that are kind of moving around over a pool of electrified water. I need you to either make a strength athletics or dex acrobatics check to overcome this particular test.
right. No, where's the lucky feet when you need one?
So you're like, maybe you just got overconfident, but you immediately do almost like a face dive right into the electrified water, and take 2 points of damage. You see that there is a ladder on the other side of the water for you to kind of pull yourself out and do that jump again. Because it looks like if you fail a spot, you have to stay there until you pass it, or you pass out. Whichever happens first. I'm not here to judge.
All right. I'm getting the water off my face. I can do this.
Okay. So having done that, you're now at that location. Who is next on the list?
That would be Deck.
Deck. Deck, you see Sylvana easily make it through the first pass and then just like jump onto where a platform should be, and just you hear a splash below. But it's your turn.
All right, Deck.
So I need a Constitution saving throw as you make it through those explosions.
5.
You like your first jump, the explosion completely catches you off guard, and you kind of slip and like face plant right into the center aisle between the various steps, and you also take 2 points of damage.
Ouch.
Moving on, who's third on the list?
Before we get moving, I'm gonna kind of lean into Victor. Hey, just so you know, Sylvana may have done some bragging about us when we were doing our basic training, so we might have a few other people watching us. Just a heads up that.
He says, looking over to the officer that's just marking away.
They'll look around.
Who's going next?
I'll go.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
I need a Constitution saving throw as you try to jump through the explosions.
Did not mean to roll with advantage. I will take whichever one pops up first there. Or does it
Uh,
matter?
10 pop or yeah, 7 plus something plus 2 plus. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you're good. So yeah, you make it through just fine with a saving throw of 10.
What did it do?
I'm not entirely sure.
Oh,
Or not 10, 11? 7 plus 2 plus 11.
give me 1 second.
Try
Like,
again.
I press. Okay. Let's just.
Just roll 1 dice.
Why is I pressed it once?
I
Why
don't
is it-
know.
Do I gotta press that?
Roll a single d20 and add 4. Don't
Okay,
roll the
sure,
other
sure,
things.
sure.
Roll a single d20 and add 4.
There we go.
There we go.
13.
You make it. You succeed.
Right,
So now you are standing above the platform. You see below you, Sylvana is working her way, jittering with each shock of the water, towards the ladder leading up to the platform you're standing on. I need a strength athletics or a dex acrobatics to get past this location.
Alright, I'll do a strength athletics, which is +5. I don't want to worry about that, so. 12.
You easily leap to the platforms and begin making your way across. It looks like there is a swinging rope that is next. I need a dex saving throw if you want past that.
Oh. Wait, don't want. So that is saving throw. It's +1. Oot.
Okay, you easily you
17.
are making this course look very easy, and now you make it to the very end. The slippery pole with the ring gong on top. I need just a strength athletics check to get up.
Okay, once again, that is +5. You know what? There.
All right.
You blow through this course. Get to the very top. Like as you are working your way up the ladder, you hear the gong ring at the top. You look over and it's Victor. He did it.
Told you, top of the class.
But
Yeah.
Rothgar, what do you got? I need a con
Welcome,
save for the
Yeah.
explosions.
Well,
You make it past those. I need a strength athletics or a dex acrobatics to get past the floaty bits with the electrified water. That is good enough. And then I need a dexterity saving throw to get past the rope swing and swinging maces. That is not good enough. You get smacked down, but you didn't do bad enough that you took damage. But you get smacked down to the ground, and you see where there's a ladder that you can climb back up to get to the next location. So back to Sylvana. You've made it back to the top. You are standing there looking at those platforms again, eyeing them as they begin moving around. You know how this will end if you do not roll well. So I need a dex acrobatics or strength, strength athletics or dex acrobatics to get past.
I got this.
No, you don't.
Oh,
oh.
You're like, I got this, and you just jump right back into the water for another 2 points of damage.
I would have had it.
All right. Deck, you've kind of picked yourself up from the middle of the first area, and you see the starting line where you gotta go run through it again. I need a con save. Hey, that's way better. And then you make it to the top, look down. Sylvana is working her way back up to the ladder again. But there are the floating bits. I need a dex acrobatics or strength athletics to get across.
Hey, Sylvana, this is what you do. See, watch me. 10.
You actually 10 is enough. You make it across. Just barely. He's like, watch me, and then he jumps, skids on one, almost falls off, like reaches over, catches himself on another one.
Yeah, just like that. I swear. Come on, let's go.
And then you get to the rope the rope swing with the maces. So I need a dex saving throw, which you succeed just barely. And then you make it to the slippery pole, which requires a strength athletics check. Which you fail. You get about halfway up, but then you lose your grip and you just slide all the way back down.
How far is halfway up?
Huh?
How far is halfway up? Because
it's like a 20-foot pole. Or 30-foot pole.
Alright.
Do I take any damage from falling?
No. Because you're holding on to the pole, you just slide down. You didn't roll low enough to fall off. All right. So, Savannah, you've made it to the top of the ladder again. Third try is a charm. You look over, the officer is just sitting there. You're the only one now. Now he's just looking at you.
Did we skip?
All right. Did we?
Oh no. I might still be climbing
So-
the ladder back up.
Oh, did I
so-
skip you? I apologize. You were at the mace swing, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I apologize. Yes, you have a mace swing to accomplish. It is a strength or a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, I'm gonna stand there watching it a little bit, and then I'm gonna go.
You did it. You made it by. So you get to the pole just as Deck kind of slides to the bottom.
We'll get up.
Hey, this thing's slippery. You might want to watch out.
We'll get up there. I kind of pat you on the back and then start my climb.
Okay, I need a strength athletics check to get to the top.
Can I help him
this-
by giving him a little boost?
Oh, that'd be cheating.
I don't think I need the cheat. though.
You don't need it. You make it to the top just fine.
Like when he gets up there, I'll high five him, or I don't know if I'm still down up there.
I will get up there, hit the gong, and then fist bump.
Seems
Yeah.
good. All right. So having done that, Sylvana, you're looking at your nemesis, the floating platforms over the electrified water.
I listen. I picture what I saw Deck doing. He told me do it this way, and I'm like, okay, I got this. Did he roll? No, right?
I
did not see a
have
roll.
not seen a roll yet.
There
There
we
we
go.
go.
There's a dice.
Ugh.
Hey,
Enough.
that's better than 10. You make it across there. You're now looking at a rope swing. There, you need a dex save to get past those wheel of maces. You easily get by those. It's like you knew they were coming because you've been looking at them far ahead, and you're like those.
I had enough
those.
time.
So you get to the pole just in time to have to see Rothamir kind of come down after having rung the gong, standing there with Victor, having successfully completed the course. Need a
Got it.
strength athletics roll to climb this pole.
Customer, we got this. I might not be the strongest, but I know I can do this.
You did it. You made the climb. You're like we got this. Teamwork, buddy. And then you're like teamwork. I'm the one doing the climbing. All right. Well, you ring the gong. Get to the bottom. You look over. You see the officer has moved on to the last sheet, which is one deck. He's looking at you, looking at the pole.
10.
Watch you get about halfway up the pole and slide back down. Makes a note.
16.
You're like, oh no, we're not making that note again, sir. And you go up the pole.
Just like jump halfway up the pole with his
Yeah, just like half jump, half climbs all the way up the pole. And you ring the gong, get back down. Team 3C has succeeded.
Hey, it's a lot harder to climb that freaking pole with paws. You know that?
Should have used that human foot. Would
Yeah, I
help.
was about to say that.
So what's it gonna do? Wrap it around the pole and grab it by the ankle and the toes?
I don't know.
Stick
But
his hand
anyway,
in the empty spot.
you've all completed this particular thing, and you have not taken enough damage to go unconscious. Good job.
All right.
You've not failed the obstacle course.
Woohoo!
Some of you did way better than others.
First try.
First try.
I believe that means the last place is Skydock.
It would be Skydock.
I believe so.
So as a group, we will head to Skydock.
Oh, before I forget,
Yeah?
I'm trying to remember the character's name. Bad at names.
Rothamir?
Salvala.
Sylvana?
Not Rothamir. It's is it Rothamir?
Sylvana and Deck. Those are the three characters that you are with.
Here's your vouchers.
Oh, pass out the
Oh.
vouchers.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Pocket that.
I can't believe I forgot this.
Keep in mind, Deck
We're
can't
good.
read.
You know, I'll just take that as grabbing it for our safety.
All right. As you are heading up to Skydock, you run past kind of like a little social alcove. That's kind of like there's a few tables, like a couple little tables set up, kind of dug into the side of the spire here, and you see two cadets facing off in a game of magically projected illusory spelljamming ships on a game board. So they're like little illusionary ships that are flying around shooting at each other, and like little mini illusory explosions happening around. There's some kind of illusory dogfight happening.
What's this called?
I thought you were going to say that they're sitting there Magic the Gathering.
I mean, that's a different game that they will be playing later.
It's Yu-Gi-Oh.
My blue eyes white dragon.
My blue eyes lunar dragon, no. But no, but you kind of see that in it looks like this is maybe some kind of recreational alcove, with like little game boards. But you get all the way to the top of Skydock. There are two guards standing at the door, and they're like red cadets do not have clearance to enter this area.
Yeah, but like they told us to come up here.
Yeah.
Show them the list and say, see right here. See right there?
Yeah, you were probably
Yeah, like-
issued a blue helmet.
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh, you're wearing the blue helmet.
Yeah.
How about the rest of you?
Yeah.
I would assume so. I would
Okay.
assume it's part of the outfit, the uniform.
Well, no. The red helmet is part of your normal outfit. You were given a blue helmet for this specific task.
Oh, okay.
It was wear it or carry it around. I mean, I chose to wear it.
Okay, that's fine. In that case, they don't give you too much gruff as you walk by. They just kind of like look you over and go, "All right, well, just do remember when you leave this area, and report back to your officer, your commanding officer, that you need to give her back those helmets.
Understood.
That's important. Otherwise, you'll be caught carrying this after orientation, and that's a disintegration felony.
Unlicensed?
No, very licensed.
What
Um,
is not? Quick
That's
question.
gonna
What
be my
is-
joke.
What is not a disintegration felony?
Following the rules.
Good to know. thank
Is
you.
breaking every rule lead to a disintegration felony?
No, but the ones we care the most about do.
Okay.
But anyway,
The rest of them are just a paddle.
Yeah, someone just a paddling. But you get through, and you see the top of the spire, which is Skydock. There are various spell jamming vessels, either landing, taking off, or in kind of dry dock here. Various independent merchant vessels. There's one that kind of looks like a dragonfly. Uh, a lot of the ships actually have a very insectile feel to them. You've noticed, and or marine animal. There's like one that has that's taking off now that looks basically like a squid. It's like front tentacles are the front of the ship, and then like the back sail oars are the hood of the squid. But there's like boat bits built into that, and it's kind of taking off now. There are a couple insectile ships that are landing and or landed already, and then off to your left is a like a line of 3 hammerhead shark ships. So like the front of the ship has like a hammerhead shark look to it, and then its back sail is the fin, and then it's got like a tail rudder as well. But no, as you get past the security guards with your helmets, you are popping up from one of the hammerhead ships is a pair of gnomes. They are what look to be maybe a twin brother sister pair. They have like purple hair. They have a bunch of tools. They are smeared with all kinds of like oils and greases from whatever they were working on within the bowels of the ship. And they come down and I go, are you on here for our next ship walkthrough?
I believe so.
Ship inspections, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. One of them. My name is Kip, and this is my brother Pick. And we are the ship mechanics here on the island.
Pleasure to meet you.
I say pleasure to meet you in their language.
They smile and nod and say, "It is kind to hear words that we know in our own language." Thank you.
I reach up and I tug on Victor's hand. Victor.
What?
Do those two kind of look the same to you?
They look almost
they're-
identical.
Yeah, they're brothers and sisters.
Whoa, you mean all your brothers and sisters are supposed to look exactly like you?
I mean, you're part rabbit or herringon. Don't you have siblings?
Well, you see, that's the thing. Like, I'm 2-part herringon, but like none of my siblings look exactly like me. Is that weird?
Like Victor has no idea how to respond to that.
They're twins.
Huh. That's so cool.
I'd assume so as I look at them.
Deck would start jumping up and down and go, Hi, we're Deck.
Yes, Cadet Deck.
No, just Deck. Hi. Is that our ship?
Well, I mean, it will be a ship that you will be using in the coming weeks. The Hammerhead ships are the training ships of the Spelljammer fleet.
That's so cool. You know, like when I was like traveling along the countryside, I did see a hammerhead shark once, but like I've never seen one in the air.
Oh well, you're in for a treat. Would you like to see the engine?
Whoa! Yeah, absolutely. And Jack immediately start
follow
bowing.
us. And they head up the thing. They give you a quick rundown of the ship. They show you the 2 ballista and the catapult and kind of how those work. They show you the engine core, which is a glowing crystal with a whole bunch of like tubes and stuff, kind of like snaking out of it to various parts of the ship. They show you the two of you who are spelljammers, they show you the spelljammer seat of power, the helm, which they're like, this is where the spelljammer sits. This is how you control the ship. Once you've been cleared to fly, this is where you'll be hanging out. Hope it's comfy.
This is awesome.
While you're all
touch-
looking around, Victor, I need a perception check from you, and then I'll get back to you on that. So, Savannah, what were you saying?
Let's see if this fixed it.
Oh, I was just gonna touch the chair.
So it's made of a kind of like a metal and wood construction, but the seating area is padded for comfort. It feels right in your hands. Like maybe this is mine.
It does feel right.
Nay.
Let's see. What did you get? 15? 15 is a number. As you guys are doing like a ship tour, doing the deck, Victor, you look off to the side, kind of checking the various goings on in the area itself, and you see on a nearby dock, a Hobgoblin Academy officer is supervising the unloading of a merchant ship. Basically, one of the two insectile-looking ships that has landed, and the merchant surreptitiously kind of slips. Or no, he kind of slips the merchant maybe a platinum piece, and the merchant hands him a small bottle, which he kind of sticks in his pocket. But that is kind of a thing that you notice as you are going.
The merchant slipped the hobgoblin a bottle.
The hobgoblin kind of slipped the merchant like a platinum piece of some kind, and got a bottle of something in return that he kind of shoved in his pocket.
Okay.
It looks like it was a sneaky move. Like it's not something that was out in the open. You would qualify it as surreptitious.
Are there I'll ask the two gnomes are showing us this picture. Are there any like prohibited goods on what I'm looking for?
Probably. I mean, there's a long list of prohibited goods. We're a localized port that travels that gets interstellar customers all the time. A whole bunch of customs has to happen to get things on planet.
Okay.
Why?
I'm lawful. I'll point it out. I'll point at the hobgoblin. Slip the merchant of platinum, and gave him a bottle of something.
They're like, wait here a moment, and they both head down, and they split up. One of them heads toward the door where the security officers are, and the other one heads over to the hobgoblin, and starts chatting up. You can't really hear what they're saying because they're far enough away, and there's a lot going on in the dock, noise-wise. But the hobgoblin looks a little, first off, a little abashed, and then a little shamed, and then reaches into his pocket and holds out a thing. The gnome is like wagging her finger at the hobgoblin. The other gnome, Kip, brings one of the security officers over, and there's a discussion that goes on, and then the security officer and the hobgoblin and the bottle leave, and Kip and Pick wander back to you guys, and they're like, "So it's quite an eagle eye you got there. It's good you caught that. We don't let a lot of contraband on the island."
That's what I was looking for. No problem.
That
What did he
those,
have?
those eyes will keep you safe. What'd you ask?
It's like, I'm curious. What did he have?
Oh, just some Yggdrasil garden rum. It's from the constellation. It's from the garden system. I don't know if you're familiar. It's a giant tree that grows out in space. It's so big it has moons revolving around it.
What the fuck? Moon fruit.
Interesting.
About 10, 12? I've lost count. There's a bunch of moons that revolve around it. It's really big.
Floating tree that you can get rum out of it. I gotta see that.
If I remember correct, actually, you're a druid. Make me like an intelligence, just an intelligence check. If you know anything, if you have a history to add to that, I apologize. I should have thought of that. We'll keep the 17, but do you have anything history-wise you could add to that?
I really don't, but
Okay, that's fine. With a 17, that's enough. As a druid, you remember tales of a long time ago. Basically, there was a world tree once, arguably, but it got destroyed in some cataclysm. And a bunch of druids got together and were like, you know what, we're going to try World Tree Mark II. And they tried it right here in the Forgotten Realms. And it just kept growing, and it just kept growing. And it threatened to destroy the planet because it was too big. And they were like, maybe we should extricate this and kick it out into space. And it just kept growing. And that's Garden.
wonderful stuff from home we find out in space.
It's news to you that it's much bigger than a planet now, and
Right.
definitely has like moons that revolve around it. You just remember like some old tale of some druids who got together to grow a big tree and realized that was a mistake and kicked it out into space.
Radiation in
There's
space can make it grow.
Wish to see this tree someday.
Me too. It's then that grew really big. Wow.
But yeah, so that's a thing. At the end of this, Kip and Pick's like, well, anyway, that's the tour of the vessel. In a few weeks, once your trainings all, check out, and as long as you, make all of your required, pass all your required tests, one of these babies probably one of yours for a bit.
Whoa, wait, these things are babies? What happens when they grow up to be really big?
These particular ships do not give birth. Now, that is not to say that ships do not give birth. The other one pipes up. There are a few ships that do, in fact, give birth, but these are not those.
Gotcha.
Oh, do the ships? How do they? And never mind.
But
No, I'm curious. I'm curious.
Kip's like, actually, and Pick's like, no, not today. I don't have time for this today.
That's what they call a dry dock.
Just without going into the details, just tell me the crew's not involved in that.
Not if they want to live.
Good to know.
But good news,
Oh,
these
God.
ships are not alive and will not have that problem. I'm just being very clear up front. These ships, not that problem.
Cool. Gotcha.
And with that, they kind of release you.
I think that's all for. We get through. Our commanding
Yeah.
officer was the one.
Yes, Bosun Tarto is your commanding officer currently.
Where did
I
she say to
believe-
meet at?
She was at the simulations dock. That's where you left her.
If they'll even let us in.
Do we want to
not?
grab our red helmets on our way?
You do know that the simulations deck is what is considered a green area, which means that visitors and anyone better than a visitor can go there without problem.
Okay.
But if we don't have our red helmets with us,
Ooh, that might be you don't know how your commanding officer might take that.
yeah, let's go grab our red helmets
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
You might
I
be out of uniform.
Yeah,
You know,
let's go get those helmets, but I want to keep the
She
blue
seems slightly strict.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like my.
Well,
Aren't we
We'll go
supposed
with
to
the blue-
return the blue ones?
Yes.
I don't want to be disintegrated.
You're
Where
supposed to
was the
return the blue one to your commanding officer.
we will.
Yeah, I think we should do that. Me and disintegration, we don't get along.
Let's all wear our red helmets. We'll have our blue helmets with us.
Yeah.
And then we will.
Alright.
Those of you, when you guys go back to the cadet quarters, three of you, it is very obvious that your materials have been heavily rummaged through since you've been gone.
I'm gonna look at deck. Okay. And go put my stuff back in order.
It's funnier because I'm the one who gave them.
Oh right, I was the one who rummaged through them. I forgot I did that.
There's nothing missing as I put things back in order, right?
Yeah, I checked my belongings and see if there's anything missing.
There is not anything missing other than arguably your tickets.
Which we have anyway, so.
I put it back together, kind of looking around to see if I see anybody that looks suspicious.
Savannah,
But otherwise,
Savannah.
I just, yeah.
I think it was that mean one who was trying to steal our bunks. Maybe we should go have a word with him. Right?
That makes sense. I think you might be right. Who else would have done it? There's no reason for anyone to go through our things.
You know what happened? I kind of forgot I did this. When I came up here before, I needed to get my voucher, but then I also need to get Victor's voucher. But then I thought, well, like if we have vouchers, maybe you have vouchers too. So we went through your stuff, and I think that might be why everything looks really messy. I'm sorry.
So you got my voucher.
No, I
Yeah,
gave
yeah.
it to you.
Yeah, Victor
Right.
handed it.
That it was you that got it out of the bag.
Yeah, because I thought maybe like we could use it and buy something nice, but like the guy wasn't really cooperative. It was this robot that was down there, and like I
don't
tried
know.
to. See,
I
he keeps
did
saying,
need
I don't know.
it.
Looks like a.
Well, I did need it. Thank you so much. It's okay. You didn't mean it. I pick up the mess. It's not a big deal. Thank you so
Oh,
much
okay.
for my voucher.
Anytime.
All right. So having repacked your stuff slightly, got your red helmets, you're gonna head to the simulations deck.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. So to the simulations deck. So you've completed all the tasks. You head back to Bosun Tardo. Importantly, one of you, and this is a thing that you can elect at this point, must deliver the spoken report of your orientation for the group. So you see other cadets, other groups of cadets, little gaggles here and there, kind of giving, like someone stands up, gives the report of how everyone did, and then kind of, once their group has reported, she dismisses them and they move on. Next group, you guys are coming up here in the next group or so. So if you have any stories you need to get straight, now's the time.
Which one of us wants to give the speech? I mean, like, I'll do it if you guys really want me to.
No.
I can take this one.
Yeah, it's probably better if someone else does it. Like, if you need help, just like wave over me and I can jump up real quick and give an update.
We'll keep that in mind. Anything that we need to know about from the journey to the store, aside from the What, I don't know?
Yeah, rub it.
Oh, the unknown.
Yeah, I think you will do fine. Please, do well representing us. And I put my hand on his shoulder, and I cast guidance in case.
And what's your and what guidance are you giving him in this time of need?
He's going to give a report of us, correct?
You can do
Apparently.
it.
I just want you to be honest, and in your as you're being honest, I want you to be honest in a way that makes us look in the best possible way. And if there has been any hiccups or any errors, no need to bring those up. Just make sure that you give an accurate, albeit, awesome description of us.
You are guided, I guess, if you need to make a roll of some kind. You don't need to
Yes.
make a roll of some kind. You just need to give me a report. So as you get up to the front of the line, you all kind of stand there in file as required. And Bosun Tarto looks to you and goes, "All right, who's giving me the report?"
Sir, we have completed all of our tests for orientation. We went down to administration to receive our welcome packs. From there, we received our assigned quarters, upon which we split for our individual trainings and stocked up on supplies, as the case may be. Both of which went fairly well, from my understanding. Afterwards, we met to complete the assault course at the gymnasium, where a couple of us had a lesson or two to study from and excel at afterwards. We had one of our number do exceptionally well, which encouraged us to do even better.
She goes, "I look forward to seeing those grade sheets when they're reported to me later."
So Victor did very well, so I'm not so I hope you enjoy that.
We'll see if he beat my time.
Don't know. We'll find out. I'm curious too now. And then we had ourselves a fun time taking a tour on the sky dock. Very educational.
That it?
We learned that contraband happens and it doesn't need to, and it is severely punished.
It's a good lesson to learn. Contraband kills around here. That's one of the sayings that we have.
Good to know.
Seems like a saying needs to be
It's
shortened.
alliterative, so that you people remember it.
Sounds like it needs to be shortened a little bit. Contraband? That's like a long word.
Well, it's a shortened saying. Usually it's contraband kills cadets.
Oh. Well, that's much more fun to say. Those cadets come. You should really keep the whole thing in there. Oh, sorry. I'll shut up now.
I'm standing at attention the entire time.
Which point, and we are here to return these and offer over a blue helmet.
She takes your blue helmet, looks at the rest of you, return them as well.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. She collects them. And goes, "Well, you did the tasks a little out of order, but sometimes doing things a little out of order isn't bad. Just as long as it all got done. Importantly, since you're here, I got one more task to give you before you're dismissed for lunch. There is a spelljamming trader who has recently delivered a bunch of fresh supplies here at the academy, but importantly, they have also given us a crate addressed to the academy head, Mert the Merciless. he's the CEO of sorts around here, the admiral. Importantly, you need to deliver it to him because you're here, and I need someone to get the job done. And she looks around, and it's just you four left in here with me. In order to get to the bridge quarters, you're going to need some gold helmets. So she kind of reaches behind her and hands you each a gold helmet. This is I need you to deliver the crate to his room in the bridge quarters. She kind of explains how to get there. Now, importantly, the Admiral was up late entertaining some visiting dignitaries from the Rock of Brawl last night, and is feeling a little worse for wear, as I understand. So try to keep the noise to a respectable level.
Gotcha. Hey, is there anything in that room that we should be worried about, like traps or things that knock over? And
The Admiral is a lifelong adventurer. Tread lightly, I would say.
Aha. Okay.
Importantly, let's see how well you guys can follow orders. You have two directives here. You must avoid damaging or tampering with this crate in any way, because it ain't yours, and I don't want to find out that the cadets I sent to deliver it ruined this mission. Also, any order that Mert gives you, obey to the letter. He is the commanding admiral of the island.
Understood.
Are we understood?
Sir,
Yes.
sir.
This commanding officer.
Then you are dismissed. Go to Skydock, get the crate, and then head to the bridge quarters.
Hey, by the way, we're in these gold helmets, but Skydock said that we needed blue helmets. Do we need our blue helmets back?
Gold is better than blue. Blue is the minimum required to enter Skydock.
Oh, is gold the highest one?
As far as you're concerned, it is.
Can we keep it after we're done?
No, you may not.
Return it to you once the task is complete.
Yes.
Understood.
And let me guess, if we don't, we're disintegrated.
Being caught with security protocols outside your purview for any reason is grounds for disintegration.
Okay. I put the
That's
helmet
probably
on.
licensed as well.
Very licensed.
Cool.
But anyway, so heading to Skydock, there is a shipping crate. You see it there. The guards instantly let you in when they see gold helmets. They don't even bother to pay any attention when you walk by. There is a crate. It is a wooden shipping crate, about maybe 4 feet on a side. It has a big, large print label that just says "For Mert" on the side of it. When you go to pick it up, it weighs roughly 100 pounds, maybe a little more, but it's kind of awkward. It may take 2 of you or more to carry.
Wait. There's got to be like a trolley of some sort here.
There is not.
Oh. Inconvenient.
A pupper. Hello, pupper.
Sorry, Mushu was being bad. I've missed part of our directive, what we're doing.
That happens.
I will be the one to carry this. If someone would like to help me, I'd greatly appreciate it.
I mean, I'm not the strongest thing in the world, but I can probably help. I'm nice and quiet.
I mean, arguably Victor will be doing most of the work. The rest of you will be kind of like stabilizing it.
Yeah, I think that's probably how we'll have to do this. Kind of teaming up to get the other half while Victor gets the rest of it.
Deck will get underneath the box and sort of prop it while we're...
Okay.
I'll kind of take another end.
I guess I'll just go up front, trying to move people out of the way.
Okay, so you're kind of like doing traffic?
Yeah.
All right. With that, you head down to the bridge quarters.
Excuse me, coming through.
You can, yeah, there are guards at the doors to the bridge quarters, but since you have gold helmets, immediately let you through without any real hubbub. So as you make it to the quarters, you hear down the hall a loud snoring coming from the other side of like a slightly creaked open door.
You get any sort of direction as to which doors this person?
You're guessing it's the big ones at the end of the hall.
Gotcha.
The ones that are they're like kind of creaked open that the snoring is coming from the other side of.
Be very quiet.
So we're supposed to be quiet, and what was the other?
Not to break anything.
Break it. Gotcha.
All right.
Quietly heading.
So
Going
heading
to the door.
to the quarters. So Mert's quarters are a sumptuous, decorated feast for the eyes. Velvet curtains, gold fittings, oak panels. A cauldron-sized fish bowl stands along one wall, filled with squirming octopuses for some reason. On the opposite wall, a table bears a topographic map of the Sword Coast, and then near with like little miniatures on it. And then near the door, where you guys kind of when you guys push it open to get in, a walk-in wardrobe stands partially open, and a golden light is kind of spilling out from within it. Peering in, you see the Admiral sprawled out on a giant leathery bed, snoring loudly.
Hey, where are we supposed to hide this?
You're supposed to deliver it,
Oh,
which means arguably you slightly need to make your presence known, maybe. Or not. It's up to you.
I'll take care of this.
what's this over here?
That is a wardrobe that is partially... You can't see inside of it, but there's a light spilling out of it.
I would. No.
You immediately start... as you go, Deck, no. Deck, no.
I'd like for him to make a strength save.
You want a strength save?
No.
8.
So you don't get that far. Victor, you get about as far as about 5 feet from Victor, before he kind of like grabs a hold of you a little bit, or
I don't
like tries to reel you in but can't. But anyway, as that's happening, you hear a groan from the bed, and he's like, "Oh, by Ilmater's buttocks, my head is exploding. If you come to drop that thing off, just put it on the rug there and open it as quietly as you can, and let me die in peace." At that point, those of you who are next to the case need to roll me a perception check. I am short 1 perception check. There we go. Rothmere, you rolled the highest. As you're getting ready to set down, there is a small thump that you could hear from within the crate.
Like organic thump or just...
Just a weird thump. Like something shifted around inside of it.
lightly knocking against the side? Just to see if anything responds.
Hey, murder hobos and chakra bros is
nothing-
raiding us.
We're being raided. Sweet. Hello, new friends. Welcome to our Spelljammer game. You've made it to the almost end, actually. But thank you for visiting. Watch and see what is about to unfold as our friends try to decide what is inside this crate. So you knock on the you like knock on the side of the crate a little bit to see if anything knocks back.
Yes.
Something does.
What the?
Something kind of scritches back.
I'm gonna look over the crate and see what the easiest way to open this thing would be.
It's got kind of like a release block that you can pull and then kind of like pry open that releases kind of like a wood. It's got like the wood ties. So if you like pull one, then the thing kind of falls open.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of grab hold of that, look at everyone like, you ready?
What is going
Yeah,
on?
As you guys are like pondering this, Mert's like, just open it before I throw up and find out what I had for dinner last night, because I sure don't remember.
Yes,
From-
sir.
From him talking, get the intention that like this is just distress from being drunk and
Oh yeah, this is 100% hangover talk.
okay. This isn't like some person in disguise trying to fuck us over.
No. This is.
Gotcha.
I mean, if it is, they're doing a very convincing job of being
Hungover.
exceedingly hungover.
Gotcha.
At which point I will pull the thing and open the crate.
Okay, as you open the crate's lid, a cacophony of high-pitched squeals emanate from within. Grotesque creatures scuttle out into the light. Ugly, cat-sized monsters with hairy, spider-like bodies and eel-like heads. Mert yelps in shock and tumbles from his bed and lands heavily on the floor, dragging some bed covers with him. I'm gonna move him over there. And a bunch of these little monsters kind of like slither out of the and skitter across the floor. They look like this.
Whoa.
Aw, I hate it.
Oh, well, they're not cute.
It's like
They
you
are.
took all of my fears and just merged them into one creature.
Yep.
Adorably disturbing.
Welcome to Spelljammer, where everyone's fears are merged into singular creatures. But with that, we shall enter combat, as these things do not look friendly.
Jump, 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 jump.
So feel free to roll initiatives.
I always forget where it is.
The combat hand, or also
God, so many initiatives.
well, I got a lot of little monsters. Got a lot of Neogi hatchlings.
By the way, if you want to pop out the combat tracker, you can just click on the list and
But anyway, combat has begun. Rothamir, you are first on the reaction to a bunch of little spider monsters spilling out into the room. They do not look happy. They look very very mean. I mean, they're small, so they're actually kind of cute, but also very mean.
I missed the cute.
They're small and furry. People like small furry things, right? Is that how that works? I'm pretty sure that's how that works.
Normally, but I don't think that might be the particular taste of this crew. Yeah. I think I will make my way over to this one and give it a good whack with the scimitar.
Okay. Remember to select it before swinging. Oh, that was almost good.
I know, but it's
Unfortunately,
still
it's too
tiny.
small and too creepy. It skitters away from your blade as you swing at it and like hisses at you in a weird eel-like hiss.
Oh boy.
Deck, your friends have released small monsters all over the room.
Hey, what the heck, guys? Movement's not going to quite get me there, but I will go ahead and... So, Rathmir's within 5 feet of that one?
Yes.
Short bow.
Yeah, they're tiny sized creatures, so 4 of them actually fill up a 5-foot square.
Cool. All right, short
Um,
bowing the first one.
Nope, it's too small. You shoot like right over it, and it like wiggles its eel neck over and like barks at you in like a.
Okay, then I'm going to use my movement to come over here and look inside the open door here, see what I see.
All right, when you look in, you look inside. It is a bunch of extra dimensional light, and as you kind of like throw open the door and kind of like look beyond, you actually get sucked into it. So I'm gonna.
Okay.
Yep. Hold on.
I tried to save you.
How do I? There. Yeah, there you go. You're in the thing now.
What is it? What is it about curiosity killed the rabbit? Have fun, guys.
Turn to the land of Roger Rabbit.
Anyway, yes, you'll be back eventually.
All right.
End your turn.
If he comes back with a talking cab, that might be helpful.
This monster is going to come over here and try to nip at the headmaster.
Oh, we're gonna be in
With its
trouble.
little bites. But it will not do a good job. He's kind of flailing around, and like the covers, it like bites into the cover, like puts a hole in some of the covers, but comes up with just like some torn cloth. That makes it this one's turn, and it's going to come down here and bite at Silvana. But it will also do a terrible job.
Nope.
Which makes it Headmaster Mert's turn. And on his turn, stuff happens. We've now made it to the physical comedy portion of this particular adventure. A 3 happens. So Mert rushes for his belt and rapier, but his breeches slip down en route, sending him sprawling on the floor. So his like bedclothes. He goes over to go grab stuff, but his pants fall down and he just slams into the ground. And the little monster that was next to him is kind of tangled up in the sheet at the moment, but it's currently clawing its way out. Then this one gets to go, and it's going to give chase. This one is going to come visit Victor with a bite. Rawr, rawr, rawr.
No.
But no. All right. Oops. Undead. I did not mean to make that one dead. That one is going to give chase as well.
Zombie.
Which makes it Victor's turn.
I would like alt is alt. I tried that with a sword, maybe. I just can never hit anything. Wait, did I hit?
They don't have a very high armor class. They are small monsters.
Okay. I get
You, in
7.
fact, kill that one.
Alright. And then I will. What the hell did I just do? Then I would like to move. Out provoking, preferably.
You did just see Deck get sucked into the wardrobe.
Yes, I am well aware. It is a sad loss. There's that, and then I. Going in to go help him because Merc seems like he's obviously struggling.
He is obviously struggling.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna shove that one as soon as I figure out how to select it.
Okay.
Makes it.
It failed, so you shove it how far?
I pull it
You pull it how far?
5 feet.
It moves.
Okay. I'm helping.
You found
sorry.
something small enough that your telekinesis works on.
Yeah.
And then you end your turn?
Yep.
By ending your turn?
Oh, sorry. I forgot to ask.
Sylvana.
Sylvana is going to use her teleportation again. She's gonna disappear.
Surprised you didn't
Nightcrawler.
use that on the training sim earlier.
I forgot to ask. Did I keep the damage on the training sim or?
Oh, the damage you took? Yes, because
Okay.
it was only a little while ago.
Okay.
I'm gonna
You're still
get
a little
behind
big.
Victor. He looks like a strong man that can protect me. And then I'm gonna go ahead and cast Total the Dead on the one right in front of Victor.
Okay. It rolled a 20 to succeed. So unfortunately, and just out of curiosity, how does your Toll of the Dead look and or do?
Well, most of it sounds like he could hear bells ringing.
Okay.
Like if you could think of the Metallica song "From Whom the Bell Tolls."
Oh, okay, I'm
That's-
familiar.
That's what I hear in my head. That's what I hear in my head when I cast that spell.
All right. And you can see the shimmer of the air around it, of the sonic vibrations in the air, but it does not, like, its hair kind of stands up to that, but it doesn't seem to damage it in any way.
Okay. And I will end my turn there.
All right. This one is going to come down here because there's a tasty elf. This one is also going to come down here and get into combat with the tasty elf.
Tasty elf run away.
Bite, 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 bite. Arr. But again, these are tiny jaws. These are tiny jaws, tiny needle teeth. They do not seem to affect you in any meaningful way. Which brings us back to... I got one more? No, that was the one that did the thing. All right, back to the top of the chain. Rothmere.
These guys are a little close for my comfort.
They are. They seem to have learned that strength in numbers.
Yeah, they're gonna regret that lesson real quick, because fortunately none of my numbers are next to me, and Thunderwave will work very nicely right now.
Oh, they didn't know you had Thunderwave.
This
is a learning experience.
Oh, I feel sorry for
You feel sorry for what?
Mert's hangover.
Trying to keep noise to a respectable level, I see.
Nothing like thunderclaps when you have a hang.
So you have targeted 3 people?
Don't target
Okay.
yourself.
Say, There we go. And okay.
There we go. There, it took a little while to pop in. Those all die. You're just like, and no, and they just explode.
And then I
And
shall...
over in the corner, Merch is like, oh my head, oh my head.
Then I shall move up here.
All right.
And
let us see
go-
how Dex Adventures in Narnia turned out.
Ground control to Major Tom.
He may come back a prince. I think that's how that works, right?
Exactly.
No. On the next
Okay.
turn, you emerge from the wardrobe having been treated to a full makeover featuring fresh makeup and perfume, coiffed hair, pressed clothes. You are invigorated, and you, if you were injured, you are now at full hit points.
Woohoo!
But you are also like
Yeah.
resplendent. Your armor is shiny.
Purple top hat.
Your outfit is finely pressed and crisp. You have all of your fur is like that soft, freshly like groomed feel to it. There's no mange. There's nothing. It's all great.
Holy cow, guys! You should really try going in this thing. It's awesome. Wait. Oh shit! We're still fighting.
There are still little monsters everywhere.
All right then. Do I still have my full
Where
movement?
were
Yeah,
you?
This is they started. You've now reappeared here.
Okay then. I'll Deck will pull out their short bow again. We'll give it good shot. 10 hit.
10 did not hit.
Cool.
Well, we know what it takes to hit them now.
Then Deck is going to use the rest of his 30 feet of movement to... Oh, wait, there's this one still sitting right there. Okay. Come up. I'll just move right there.
Okay. Moving past the bowl. I need you to make me a dex save real quick. As you rush past the precariously perched bowl of water.
No.
Does that fail?
What'd you get?
8.
That is not great.
So if it fails, I think it's Libra Consensus? No, that's not it. There's something where I can roll a d4 and add it. Lucky footwork?
I would suggest rolling a d4.
One. So
9 is still not good enough. As you run past, the pedestal starts wobbling, and the bowl full of octopuses on it start like rolling around. It will probably hit the ground this round. Somebody should probably do something about that, or just let them hit the ground. What you do in the Admiral's quarters is up to you.
I'm guessing I can't stop and try
You
to...
cannot. You ran right past it.
Gotcha. Cool. All right, that's someone else's problem.
But with your turn coming to a close, it is now monsters' turns. And they will come over here and try again to bite. Did click bite, right?
Targeting someone.
There we go.
Ugh.
Oh, bite. He gives him a good nip He's like, ow! This one is going to come over here and try to bite Sylvana. I rolled twice for some reason. I apologize. That first one will be the one that badly misses. We'll go with that one. And then Headmaster Mert, on his turn, he does something. We'll find out what that thing is. Ignore that damage. I don't know what happened there. There's a little bit of lag in the dice. All right. So he rolls on the floor, trying to unravel himself from the bed covers that he took with him when he tripped and fell. Then I've got this. No, you are not dead. You are alive. You're going to go have words with this elf. Those
Calling
words are
Pikachu.
Those words are bite, bite, bite. Arr, 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 arr. For 6 points of damage.
Ooh.
Shockwave show up.
And you made the con save, so you don't get weirdly messed up.
I'll take that.
It turns out
as
these
part
things are
of it.
poisonous, people. But that drops us down to this hatchling, who is going to try to bite Victor. Bite, bite, bite. Arr, arr, arr. But that does not seem as effective as it could be, which now makes it Victor's turn.
Alright, so I guess I have a small question.
I have a small answer.
If I cast action, I get my action back, correct? No, I don't have action surge. Never mind.
Yeah, you're level 1 fighter. You're not cool enough to have
Yeah,
action surge
yeah.
yet.
In that case, I will cast a spell. I will cast Mage Hand. Not really cast a spell, but
Okay. What are you doing with Mage Hand?
I'm gonna try to catch the bull.
That is
I'm
a
gonna try-
smart move.
Yeah.
Make for me a sleight of hand roll,
Oh, why?
because this is not an easy task. This bull is not stationary.
Not bad.
13? So you managed to stop the pedestal from moving, but the bull is still sloshing around a little bit.
I just it's like a it's an invisible Mage Hand.
I know how Mage Hand
Right.
works.
Alright. I switched to. Is the bull heavier than 25 pounds?
Yes.
Okay. What is this? This 25 pounds?
Because it's full of water
Yeah.
and octopi.
It's 10 pounds actually.
But you did manage to make the pedestal stop moving, giving a ally maybe a chance to do something about it.
Gotcha.
You may have bought yourselves one more turn.
And then.
Speaking of, if you end your turn, it is Sylvana's turn.
I would like to end my turn, yeah.
Alright. I do not see the hand. What I do see is that this thing is about to fall, and I'm freaking out over it. And
This is not how
with-
you keep top of the class status.
Exactly. I already messed up in the obstacle course. No. I'm not gonna fail again. And I don't care about the opportunity attack that this creature might take on me.
Okay, so before you move, let me try to bite at you.
Yep.
Bite, bite, bite. There. Let me select one that's in range. Hold on. Yes. Targeting. Biting. There we go.
Mm.
You get nipped. And you failed
Oh,
your
no.
saving throw, so now you're also poisoned.
Oh my gosh.
Am I still up?
Oh yeah, you're still up, I think.
Okay.
But
okay,
you're poisoned, so your rolls are at disadvantage now.
I'm sorry.
I'm so worried about the ball that I don't think I feel the pain right now.
No,
I'm
no.
going on
You
adrenaline.
barely felt the nip, but you definitely
No.
feel very woozy as you. Oh, she's not up. Oh, I did math wrong. I apologize.
Then I did not move.
You did not move.
At least
Well,
least not
in your
vertically.
mind you moved, but your body
Oh,
hit the
no.
ground.
And I'm having nightmares right now. Of that ball
All the
falling.
bad things are rushing through your brain.
Oh no. Oh. All right. As somebody very wise said, this is somebody else's problem now.
It's like as I'm using my mind. Just
All right. Well, when you end your turn, it will become Rothamir's turn, and this will be the round that we decide if the bull actually hits the ground or not, as it is now at least on a stable place. Rothamir, it is your turn.
Yeah, this is a.
oh.
I know I can't get over there to stop. Tango won't do that. Well, I don't know. I could potentially run over there, but I won't be able to actually catch it or stop it from moving if I reach it, will I?
You have to be next to it to even attempt.
And
Do you have
still
to
have an
action?
action?
The stopping it isn't a full action. If you can just get over there, I will let you make a roll, is what I'm saying. But you have to get over there.
Let's see.
If that's a thing you want to attempt.
Oh, I think if you do that, you'll provoke 2 attacks of opportunity.
You probably will. There's not really a good way to do it without doing that.
Right.
So you may just shrug and be like, I guess it's the other two's problem.
It would only be 1 opportunity attack because the one already took 1.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
the
dude.
second one already did use its reaction. So only the one
got
next
it.
to you will get to attack
Got
you.
it.
Deck seems to think he's got it.
I think so.
He caused it.
I believe
maybe he'll save it.
So I don't think I'll be able to make it there in time without risking my luck and knocking it over further with my run I'll have to do to get it. So I will just worry about what I can worry about and try to get rid of this one little crawly monstrosity thing.
Well, you did it.
Cool.
You killed it. It's dead.
And now I'm going to try to get over here as best I can.
Okay. Yeah, you see Sylvana go down, and you could just hear her like murmuring, "No, I've got it. I get to be number 1. I get to be number 1, top of the class. I saved it." She's not saving it.
Yeah, I'll get myself over to here. And that is about all I can do.
All right, Deck, you're up.
Deck going, oh shit, sorry guys, I got this.
All right, I need a sleight of hand roll from you real quick. To
Oh.
you're just like, and rogue hands.
It's a, I got it.
Treasure's mine.
I got it. Sorry guys. Woo! That was almost close. Sylvana, did you see? Oh, damn
No,
it.
I didn't.
You're just like tucking like the little octopi pseudopods back in the bowl, being like, "Did you see how good this did?"
Do I still have an action?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to run over to Sylvana, and I'm going to stab the hatchling.
Okay.
So first one. Oop, got a target first. Boop. And Stab 1. 14. Oh, sorry, 19 total for 7 damage.
You kill it.
And then the rest of the movement up to here. Since it's in combat, do I get advantage on this one?
You get sneak attack on this one,
I guess
unless you've already used your sneak attack.
I have not.
Then you get sneak attack on this one.
All right.
But
Natural.
not with that one. You just kind of whiff on that one.
All right. I'll end my turn right.
All right. Well, this one's gonna bite Mert a little bit more, but not do that great a job. And I mean, it's gonna get him a little bit, but he's a tough old adventurer. Headmaster Mert. What happens to Headmaster Mert this round? Back to the physical comedy table.
Whoa.
He forgot to do his taxes.
No. So he breaches around his ankles. He crawls on all fours for his belt and rapier. He's like, I almost got it. Almost got it. If only I could get my weapon. Then I could be a real adventurer. All right, this one you tried. He's ignoring you. You didn't actually hit him, so he's gonna try to bite. Can I?
No, you can't hit me. I'm not
Why
here.
can't- Why aren't you here?
I've ascended.
Let's try again.
Spectral blade.
Now with
Nope.
more. I still miss you, but at least this time I targeted you appropriately. Thus making it your turn.
Oh. Yeah, I'll hit this one. I should target that. Yay! I wish I was a champion.
That was impressive. You managed to almost kill that one, but not
Alright.
quite.
Okay. I'm gonna move around it.
Okay.
However, I can.
I mean, you got like
I'm-
30 feet of movement, so just pick a spot around it you want to be that's not away from it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I wish I could have done that smarter, but
I think it's spacebar in such.
might be
I don't know.
Shift.
Sylvana, death save.
Yes.
Does the poison affect that?
It does not.
Okay.
Death saves are their own thing.
Death save. Let's see. Where is that at?
That is a
Death
good
save.
question. Is it under utility? Yeah, under utility.
Okay. I see it. Come on, 20.
No, but that is above 10, so you've succeeded your first death save.
11.
That takes
And,
us, once you end your turn, back to Rothmere.
Who is going to very quickly kind of walk up next to Savannah and give a nice casting of Cure Light Wounds. Or
Handy. Enjoy some hit points.
kind of like heal, like, are you okay? Come back to us.
I
The
immediately
fishbowl.
look at the.
You-
I know. I immediately look at the fishbowl.
It is perfectly positioned. Better than it was when you passed out.
Oh, thank goodness.
You probably did it. You're not sure.
I probably would think I did.
You positioned it so good that you blacked out.
Mm-hmm.
Deck, you're
so,
up.
So, question: with two weapon fighting, can I do my offhand first?
No.
I think I have to do the.
Yes.
Gotcha. All right. So my daggers taking a stab at this one.
dead.
Yeah,
It's very
Nice.
dead. How would you like to vivisect this one?
As it's trying to nip at Victor moving around it, I'll see where the head connects to the neck, and I'll get right underneath the jawline and sever its head.
Okay. A bunch of like purplish green goo kind of like shoots out the neck onto the floor from where the head got severed. And then it just kind of like flails around for a bit and then just like falls over.
And then as part of my move here to run and spin the dagger around so it's facing backwards, jam it right in the body of this one. And then
You do it a little bit of damage.
but I'm gonna use my sneak attack on this one, so that's an extra 5.
Ooh, but not enough to kill it.
And then I'm gonna use the rest of my to get
If you're
over
moving,
here.
You're moving away, I get
Oh,
to bite at you.
shoot. Yeah, you're right.
Sneak attack,
Uh,
run away.
Let me do that real quick. Let me select a Neogi that isn't incapacitated. Let's try this again. That dice
Miss.
even barely rolled, but yeah, sure. It nips at you as you run away.
Can't catch me. Woo!
Your turn over?
Yes.
It gives chase. Mert, unfortunately, is too caught up in his own underwear at this point to attack it, sadly. Ugh.
Why does it say lucky?
Is there damage involved?
Oh, I don't know why lucky footwork popped up.
I don't either. But here comes some damage. And your other save.
20.
You're not poisoned, but you also took a bunch of damage.
Ow!
Wait, did that thing give chase?
Yes.
Okay.
Mert did not get to attack it because he's tied up in his own underwear.
Gotcha.
Mert's gonna go, so we get to roll on the physical comedy table. So he stands up and he pulls his blade out of the scabbard and goes, "Ha ha!" But then accidentally yanks his belt off in the process, and his pants fall back down. He's like, "No, no, no, no! Get back here! I need those."
Oh.
Thus ending his turn, and it is now Victor's turn.
I think 5 feet out. Tuck! For the
Good
murder.
news, you killed it. So at this point, the sound of full-throated battle that has been going on for the last couple of seconds, a minute or so, in the headmaster's quarters, has alerted the guards, which kind of wander in just as the fight's kind of winding down. As the last hatchling expires, you hear alarms sounding throughout the bridge quarters, and then a thunder of booted feet of security forces converging on the room. Mert himself, furious, he's, it's like, who would dare have me killed? Ah, my day is ruined. Ah, heads will roll when I find out. Ah, he's trying to get his pants back on. Mr. Blip appears at the door. So the auto gnome, for those of you who missed him earlier.
Hi, Mr. Robot.
It is difficult to tell, but the auto gnome does look worried. His bronze mustache hangs lower than usual. His mechanical eyes have sunken a little bit into their sockets. And he goes, with regret, Master Mert, this attack was merely a diversion. While our forces were being drawn here, more burglaries were reported across the academy. Our thief has struck again. And that's a thing. But then at this point, like, guards are like filtering in. You guys are kind of being corralled a little bit. People are kind of wondering what's going on. Once the excitement has kind of subsided, Mert breathlessly kind of fishes around in a nearby backpack and pulls out a pouch, from which he digs out a handful of little mithril ingots that are like maybe the size of a large coin. And he tosses one to each of you. For, you know, he kind of he's you know, thanks for saving my life back there. You know, the better part of discretion, valor, and all that. Just if you keep this to yourself. So he kind of adjusts his pants.
We simply followed your excellent command, sir.
See who I like.
Hey, Mister, what's in that closet?
That's my wardrobe. Why?
Oh, no reason.
He looks you up and down. He's like, "You dress well. I like you too. Keep the good work."
Thanks. He sits there and he's playing with one of his ears.
But anyway, with that, this particular adventure comes to a close. Good news! You guys get to go to lunch, or some such.
We didn't become it.
We will continue this next week as you all as you are now level 2. We'll deal with level ups and stuff at a later time after the stream. Pre-game, post-game, whichever you feel. It's really easy to level up in Foundry. So I hope you all had fun on this, the inaugural outing of our Spelljammer adventure. I'd like to thank our showrunner, Frozen. Without him, most of this would not be possible.
Thank you.
But and thank you to my players for having fun with me this evening, and to our audience for also having a time with us this evening. Hopefully it was fun. I hope we did a good job. But other than that, if you'd like to join us and talk about these things, and or visit and chat about just D&D in general, we do have a Discord, the Kirkcat Discord. The link is now being posted in the chat as we speak. But other than that,
real quick, also in the bio, also at our Discord, you can find the links to our Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. Go out there and find us. Join us on our Discord. We have some DMs games periodically. Also, great community to hang out with, ask questions, bounce things off of. We're all pretty friendly, most of us. So.
And importantly, we do have other games coming up this week, right? On the schedule?
Correct. Yeah, we've got Tomb of Continuation going on tomorrow. And then we also have our Descent into Avernus game is going to resume on Monday the 12th. And then we should be back next week on Tuesday the 13th for episode number 2. Oh, and also, if you have a subscription, if you have Amazon Prime, a lot of us do, every month use that to get a Twitch Prime subscription. It would be great if you guys use that on us. Really help out the channel and give us opportunity to do cool stuff in the future. As well as we have a YouTube channel. You can see all the past episodes of our Descent into Avernus game, our Tomb of Annihilation, Tomb of Continuation game, as well as, I believe, episodes of this game will start going to YouTube as well. So if this part of the stream, go ahead and check it out, see all the antics that we got into.
I'm pretty sure our Dungeon Classic series that you ran is also there.
I didn't run any of those.
I think
that's right. Ken ran one, Brian ran one.
That's right. I was like, somebody ran those. I played in those. But yeah, the Dungeon Classics series is also on our YouTube.
Yeah, absolutely.
But other than that, thank you all for playing and hanging out with us this evening. We bid you good night.
All right,
Bye.
great game desk. See you Tuesday.